for the question. All right. So, last time in Curse of the Crimson Throne, the quest to locate the vampire responsible for creating the vampire spawn in Racker's Alley proved to be a dead end. However,
I see what you did
Vic. However, Vic was able to provide another lead in the form of a perfume shop named Lavender and Vindra's. This establishment claimed to offer a cure for the deadly Bloodvale plague, and intrigued, the party decided to investigate further. Barrow Walker was sent on a covert mission to procure a sample of this cure, and despite some minor act of vandalism, Barrow Walker returned with the requested sample unnoticed. The alchemist Kier examined the concoction and discovered that it was nothing more than perfume mixed with ordinary river water. Armed with this knowledge, the party took their findings to Field Marshal Cressida Croft, who, being short on manpower, once again deputized them to bring the charlatan behind the fake cure operation to justice. After the party confronted the perpetrators and shut down the fraudulent operation, Luca received some expected news that his Hell Knight trial time had arrived. Required him to face a summoned bearded devil in combat, a spectacle strictly illegal in the eyes of the law. While Luca engaged in a fierce battle, the rest of the party had to contend with the Grey Maidens attempting to disrupt the ritual. Ultimately, the party emerged victorious, overcoming both the summoned devil and the Grey Maidens. However, not without consequences, a few of the Grey Maidens managed to escape, having witnessed the faces of everyone present except for Barrow Walker, who was wearing his usual vigilante disguise, was several, meters away in the middle of the lake, surrounded by a wall of water. Did I miss anything?
I remember there being a bunch of Luca's ex-guard friends cheering him on from the dock and very loudly shouting his name and proclaiming that they knew him. I just feel like that probably shouldn't be left out.
To be fair, they did that before those ladies showed up. There couldn't possibly be any other witnesses in the middle of open water next to the docks.
Yeah. Also, I remember leaving one of the Grey Maidens alive because Merrick recognized her by smell, I assume. And then I was clubbing the rest to death.
I forgot all the jokes we made last time.
I'm sorry. I just can't get over it. Does any of them smell familiar? Merrick has apparently smelled all of his female coworkers.
I don't remember the smell part.
No, you explained it as that if someone who worked in the stables with you.
Anyway,
it still smell like the stables, but it was.
But the way it was worded, we all kind of had a giggle.
I gotcha.
More and more, Merrick's becoming the milady guy.
We leave off. No one is currently being pursued, but you guys have just stopped those Grey Maidens. Luca, you're returning from your ritual.
Did we have a question?
Oh, yes. Sorry, of course.
Of course.
Your question for today: what's your favorite type of cheese?
Gouda.
Barty.
I feel like Vic has a very strong opinion on this right now.
It's a Barty.
It's a good pick.
Wonderful after dinner flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Merrick's will be pepper jack.
Parmesan. Listen, for a guy who likes deep fried seafood, Parmesan would go great with that.
Mm-hmm. I think that just leaves Kier.
He's more of a blue cheese kind of guy.
Yeah, let's go with that.
He's a firm believer of just wrapping his lips around the cow's udder and going from there.
I'm
Listen,
lactose intolerant.
Kira's already so close to the ground being a halfling. He smells feet all the time. Why doesn't he want his cheese to taste like that? Yes, I am throwing shade on blue cheese.
Mhm.
Worst cheese.
Honestly, would you notice if you smell it all the time?
No, Kira's definitely like chemically burned away his ability to smell completely, but at this point.
All right. So we're on the docks. We got at least, I believe, 2 dead Grey Maidens and 1 unconscious alive one.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I discovered by the 2 scars that were on her face.
Like I think he said that they were in different places on each one, so it was like a ritualistic thing rather than a location-based thing. Like they don't have them. They don't have all of them having like 2 crosses across their eyes or some shit.
Just trying to see if there's any indication that they are under mental control, and see if those scars are any sort of implant or anything like that. Can I do like a heal check or something, or did I already? I can't quite recall.
While they're doing that, is there like a push wagon or something nearby I could steal?
I mean, probably if you're just willing to steal.
Because right now my primary concern is that a couple of the Grey Maidens got away and we're still in the exact same location. So Bearwalker's headspace is whatever we're gonna do it on the move.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am completely comfortable with mugging someone to take a wheelbarrow to load this person into.
I mean, we're in the docks. There's probably something you can just grab nearby.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't dispose of many dead bodies, but can't we just throw her in the water?
No, Merrick was quite insistent that this one live, but we're not staying here. Let's bring Luca in, clear out before they bring back reinforcements.
Wait,
Right before I
killed
step
all
in.
the other ones?
The other 2 were doing like death saves, and I coup de grace them with my mallet at the end of the
Is Michael still in call? I haven't heard from him. So, he's muted.
Yeah, I'm still in call.
Okay.
Just waiting to hear what you guys want to do.
Gotcha.
So would I have time for a heal check just to see if I could understand the nature of those scars, or like, I guess more specifically, if there's any sign of overt mental manipulation or like magical wise?
I mean, you could do a detect magic. I don't know, or a sense motive.
I do have detect magic. Would that be a certain type of roll?
You would just do detect magic, and you would be able to detect if they have enchantment magic cast on them, if I'm correct.
Yeah. So so I'll go ahead and use detect magic and just sweep.
So, no, you do not detect any magic aside from. I gave you their gear last time. If there's any magic in there, then that's obviously detects.
Okay. Still bugs him. He's not sure if they're under their own control, because if they had like a command person or something like that on them, I can't remember what the actual spell is, where they basically lose their self in the sense of
dominate person or something.
Yeah, that's the one. Would that still detect on them if they were affected by it, or is it just in place and not magically induced as far as something that like a magical aura that would appear on them.
I'm not sure I don't know.
Okay.
I think
It's okay if
not-
Merrick
it's an
doesn't know
ongoing
either.
spell effect. I believe it would still detect. So if they're under
Well,
the effects of dominate,
Either way, the answer is no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No
Um,
magic enchantment that you can detect.
Okay. With that, Merrick will turn and say, "All right, I don't need to take her with me unless if you guys want to question anything, but I'm ready to go. I just had to know."
I get back on land, see the women on the ground. I feel like I'm missing some context here.
I just come back with the wheelbarrow. All right, you ready to move her, Merrick?
We can if you want, for questioning or anything like that, but I'm fine to leave her here otherwise.
I'm silent for a moment, and then I look over at the other two dead bodies that had their skulls crushed in, look back, and say, I feel like I've made my opinion on the matter quite clear.
Well, as far as I could tell, they're acting of their own volition, so I'm not going to stop you.
All right.
And he would depart.
Tip over the wheelbarrow, Gallagher.
Oh God, Luca, this is all going wrong.
Okay, now I quickly need to get rid of 6 copper pieces because I put the 2 copper on their bodies.
But not in their eyes, because that'd be watermelon smash.
Yeah, well, I don't want to have to chase those down. You see?
They roll.
Oh, that one went down the sewer. Great shit.
I was gonna say Luke would probably advise us all to probably like disperse at the moment and reconvene at another time.
Yeah.
Because I imagine I have some follow up I would have to do with the Hell Knights and stuff, and don't really want to be connected with much more of this after what I am already connected with. So, because if anyone would, the name would be known for this party, it would definitely be me.
Barrow would agree.
So I say we dissipate and like what? Because do we know about Barrow's hidden lair yet or no?
Yeah, I've taken you all there.
Okay. So I would say maybe we reconvene there in like the morning or something.
Okay. Merrick will probably make a quick stop at the stable, feed the hippogriff, and then stay the night at the abandoned shack where we all first met.
Okay.
And he'd let Vic know.
Yeah, I'd probably just go back to wherever the Hell Knights are staying to finish whatever rites and passages that would happen. Because I imagine there would probably be some kind of ceremonies afterwards, but we don't have to get into like what we would do there.
Yeah. Where's everyone else headed for the night?
I would leave the area where we had the fight, but then I'd go through alleys and streets and circle back maybe like 40 minutes later with stealth just to see how large of the response is for when the Grey Maidens return.
Yeah, you see probably double the amount of Grey Maidens that were in the initial patrol. Just, searching the area for you guys.
Yep. I'll fade back in the shadows, then I'm not going to engage with them. One of those due diligence things, because it would have been super weird if no one came, and that would have been worth doing, just in case. But other than that, I am going to find a side alley somewhere, switch back into civilian identity, and then I'm probably just going to go dig some holes in the gray.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Watch this be a bad roll. Hey, actually not terrible.
Okay, not terrible at all. Well, going through your stuff as you change back from your vigilante to your civilian clothing, You notice your silver dagger is missing.
That's not good.
Someone pickpocketed the pickpocket.
Do I remember where the last I saw it was? 'Cause I didn't use it.
Probably yesterday morning when you pack your stuff up.
Yeah, I'll have to start like mentally retracing my steps about that. Maybe ask some of the other guys next time I see them.
Yeah.
Because if I did drop it at the crime scene or whatever like that, there's not much I could do about it now.
Indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna just go back to my lab and kind of keep some stuff prepped in case I have to flee. But imagine there's a fair number of halflings in town.
Kier, you walk on your way back to your shop, and you notice a carriage parked outside, and the first thing you probably notice is the from inside of the shop, but then you see Jimmy. You see Jimmy come out of the shop, and he's holding all the inventory, and he's loading it into a carriage in the front there. And then in the dimly lit alley just to the side of your shop, you see the pusher that had originally given you your job for the Arconas just sort of waiting for you, as he is known to do.
I guess I'll have to talk to him. Didn't quite catch because he cut out at the very beginning, about right after the carriage.
Yeah,
And
just
then
that Jimmy's loading the stuff in. I started over when you told me. Yeah, you walk over, and he doesn't really say.
Cut out again.
I know what you've been up.
God damn it.
He says, "I know what you've been up to."
Oh. What is that?
Michael, come back to us.
You've been playing a dangerous game involving yourself and forces that are beyond your control. But I know, and that's what matters. And then he gives you a blank stare, and he gets closer to your face, and he says, "We're returning to Arcona Palace. You and your assistant will follow me there. We have matters we need to discuss."
All right. Clearly, they're not set suitable for this place, so I guess I'll get in the carriage.
Yep. The ride from your shop to Arcona Palace is filled with an uneasy silence. And upon reaching the palace, the pusher directs you and Jimmy to a secluded shed off to the side, and tells Jimmy to start unloading the contents back into the shed. And he'll follow you, sort of lead you inside the shed. And then he says, "Kier, you've vastly underestimated the Arcona's influence on the streets of Korvosa. Nothing remains hidden from us."
Just look at him like, okay.
"I'm aware of your recent endeavors, your association with vigilantes, your dealings with the Korvosan Guard, your involvement in the demise of several Grey Maidens. Your actions haven't gone unnoticed." And then he says, "If you are not identified, one of your companions will be, and it will inevitably lead back to you. Glorio values your skills, Kier. You've provided him with a valuable product, and he's not inclined to lose you yet. Cease your heroism. Focus on your work for the Arconas. As long as you remain committed, your soon-to-be wanted status will not matter. We have plans, and you will play a crucial role in them.
Well, that just happened, so they've got someone either following me or someone else in the party, or any number of things.
But without making much more conversation, he'll wait for you guys to load everything up and take the carriage off back to the stables of Arcona Palace and leave you to continue your work there.
So basically, he's under house arrest at the Arconas.
Looks like we're gonna have to gut a narc.
And where was it you said you were going, Vic?
I think he's going to go back to the bank and do some ritualistic praying to ask for forgiveness for killing those lovely ladies.
Yep. I assume you're not just,
Not out in the open, but back in his room. Maybe
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I just killed 2 cops.
Well, 3, technically. If there's like a chapel within the bank somewhere, like set up like a vault, probably has a counting table. He'd kneel at the counting table and just do his silent prayers.
Stack these coins in penance.
Indeed.
Yeah. Business as usual at the bank. Your assistant is there, and he's there with his rat companion, and they're doing all your paperwork as usual, so you can go out and adventure.
This is good. This is a good setup.
I always forget that it's a rat companion.
That I now understand when it talks.
Yeah, because he now has rodent empathy. So you can now understand that rat's words. But not
Didn't I
much
catch
other
them-
than
Sorry, didn't I catch them talking to each other?
you did not catch them talking to each other. You detected that maybe he could understand the rat as well,
Yeah.
but that was all through nonverbal cues. It was very iffy. Luca, where are you staying tonight?
I'm staying probably at the Hell Knight's place to like go through the trials and probably rest there the rest of the time.
Gotcha. You go through all of that with them. All of the post-trial rituals and anointments,
Partial drowning, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
waterboarding.
I mean, you say that, but that is kind of like what part of the process is for the Order of the Torrent. But yeah, it's a fun time.
Some bro stuff.
Just guys being dudes.
Watch some sports, knock back a few brewskis, light BDSM, guys.
But not in a sexual way, of course.
Yeah, super platonic BDSM.
All right. Today is going to be a day of downtime, so I need your guys' actions for what you want to do.
Merrick will meet up with everybody at the foot base and do the round of immunity to the plague.
Yep. Is it a 1 day or a 2 day?
I think it's a 2 day today.
I think it's 2 day, yeah.
By the way, I've actually looked up Vic's weapon, and I've just been thinking of it as a flail, but it's actually much more badass than that.
What's it called again?
A dwarven durger.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but it's basically a big brick on a chain.
Yeah, it's fucking badass.
Oh yeah, I have seen that before. I'm like,
It's a very dwarven weapon. And his is a
I mean, there's a reason why it does so much fucking damage.
Oh yeah.
mhm.
You know what? No weapon none of the people in this group have ever used is in a character yet. I've seen a fucking falchion. Those things are nasty, especially at early levels.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
I was before I went with Gork. I was kicking around the idea of a half orc cavalier that used a falchion.
I'm just saying, 2d4 plus your strength,
Mhm.
crits on an 18 to 20.
Mhm.
That's some pretty nasty damage.
For some reason,
Man, Michael just
the
can't
use of
get a break.
falchions also is a half orc.
Mhm.
Say that again, Michael.
Every falchion build I see is also a half orc for some
Mhm.
reason.
It's a very recognized weapon for orc tribes and stuff in this.
Do they have
It-
proficiency?
Yeah, they get free proficiency, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but-
well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's like practically an orc weapon
Mhm.
for this the Galarian as a whole.
Yep. Because I guess that's technically the flat swords that the Uruk-hai used in the Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah,
were
they're like
technically
large
falchions.
curved blades, basically.
Yeah. I did love the actual like sword people who looked at the swords in Lord of the Rings, talking about those square swords the Uruk-hai used in Two Towers. They're like, oh, they're 100% functional. They're just a big cleaver. They're just really not nice weapons. Like that, yeah, that would do it. But
Is everybody else meeting at the secret base?
Yeah, I think we would meet there in the morning. We
Yeah.
said so.
yeah, and
Okay.
then I mean, if you have something to say about, we were gonna have a day of downtime. So
Yeah. I think Merrick will ask here if he has any way to bleach out or dye out his hair. He's trying to blend it at this point, so he's probably going to shave his goatee and see if he could look more elf-like than half-elf-like.
Now you're just fitting the stereotypes.
Yeah,
I can,
if I
can
can,
help
I
you
can
with
show
your
it.
disguise.
I'd appreciate it.
First order of business would be bringing up that somehow the Arcanas knew what had happened at the initiation rites and had already been packing up my shop.
To be fair, we probably could have been a little bit more discreet on our interactions, but
there was
It's a little
many
too late for that.
witnesses.
I was trying to just turn them away. It escalated very quickly.
also didn't
I
help.
will
that
also
even,
just say on a time scale for everyone, but the turnaround for you guys killing the Grey Maiden and then him already being there to pack up the shop is kind of very quick,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
even
That's what I-
everything considered.
they're paranoid, drug-seeking nobles, aren't they? So they probably have a lot of eyes everywhere. That's at least
They-
Lucas' point of view.
In that case, what are the odds this place has already been found out by them?
I don't know how they would know about this place.
unless
mean-
someone in this room is telling.
I never would.
If I was going to rat you out, I could have done it a long time ago, to be fair. Also, I think I'm the one with the most street recognition of all of us. So,
Yes, plus we all know where your family lives.
that too.
Could be anything
Jeez.
from the
Like,
simple tale.
I mean, I tried to say it as matter of factly as
Unveiled
possible.
threat.
I feel like everyone's used to Barrowwalker's veiled threats at this point.
Mm.
That, like, I feel like Luca, like, it just assumes that Barrow doesn't even know he's doing it half the time.
Yeah, because to Barrow's mind, he's not meaning to threat. He's just like, yeah, if worst came to worst, that's how it would go down. Like, that's something you'd probably take into consideration.
Yeah. Again, I think at this point, like, Lucas is probably of the opinion, like, you know what? Barrow's just very direct and doesn't know subtleties.
Mm-hmm.
And this is coming from Luca, who also does not know subtleties.
It's one of those things where you're around someone enough, you just kind of learn that that's just how they talk, and you don't take it personally.
Hmm.
I was watching a TV show that was an alien robot that would always refer to humans as "you're surprisingly adequate for a human," at something, and then their takeaway would be like, "Nah, that's his way of trying to give a compliment. Don't worry about it." I've taken great precautions to try to make sure this place remains secret. So unless anyone else here has become reckless, their arrival to this place.
Well, depending
I
on how
mean-
many resources they've dedicated to it, it could be anything from a simple tale to someone scrying upon me.
Also, we did arouse the suspicions of a few people recently, so if there's this,
Sorry, I was going to ask, has Kier kind of told us what he's doing?
Just that I'm working with the Arcanus.
Yeah, I think he told him he has noble
Their
patronage.
patron.
I don't think he told us about the Breaking Bad thing.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you have any reason to believe that someone would scry you?
They kind of gesture a little bit, and like they were packing up my shop less than an hour after the incident. So either someone immediately ran back to tell them what was happening, or they'd seen it and sent the dude himself.
What are the odds they have contacts within the Grey Maidens that once they caught wind of somebody of your description?
It's possible. I mean, there are nobles, and the Grey Maidens work directly for the Queen, if I can remember correctly.
Hmm.
Still, sucks that you got put back in that position. That no sooner do you get your store open, then do you say they relocated it or just empty everything out?
What was going on? The dude loaded everything into the cart and then put it in a shack in their place.
Yeah. So he is basically worried that you're going to get caught for what you just did, and he doesn't want you to go to jail.
Mhm.
Is the basic rundown of what he just gave you.
So, are you going to lose your alchemist shop again?
I don't know. Won't be able to run around as freely as before. It's one of their stipulations was to curb the vigilantism.
Most of what we have done has been sanctioned by the guards until yesterday.
Mhm.
Seems odd that they would have issue with you working in good
It does
standing.
lean towards that they've been monitoring me directly for a while.
wild accusation. Do you think they might be involved with something that's going on with these Grey Maidens? Then maybe they're
It's possible.
using some kind of alchemy to do what? Because Merrick didn't find anything about brainwashing magics. Could they have used, I don't know, alchemy of some kind to change their minds to convince them to do what they need them to do?
Or perhaps the noble families involved in other illicit dealings they don't wish the Grey Maidens to have too close of an eye on.
This is also true. This is just ideas I'm throwing out. So
It's possible, but I'm not really up to date on such.
they're
methods.
dosing the Grey Maidens with LSD.
They're putting chemicals in the water to give you the plague.
Turned their freaking frogs gay.
On a unrelated note, I seem to have misplaced my silver dagger. Would any of you have by chance seen it?
I mean, that's the question. Michael, would any of us seen that dagger?
Vic shivers.
No, yeah, none of you would have.
Can't say I have.
It's probably for the best. Important material.
So that's a natural 20 on the sense motive. I don't need to mind read Vic, but I'm just like, that's a weird statement. That's weird that he's very anti-silver all of a sudden.
I'd like to see him.
Abadar is all about gold. Nothing against silver, but it's all about.
I'm not going to dig into it in this conversation, but it's just one of those Telltale games. Beryl Walker will remember that.
It always gave me a rash whenever I tried to wear it.
Hey guys, what should we get for lunch? A block of cheese?
I hear they make a good grilled cheese sandwich across the street.
And if that's too expensive, I am 100% down just to nom on some garbage.
The other day I found a block of cheese that I had thrown out last week because it had a little bit of mold on it, but I thought that was silly since that's essentially what cheese is. So I pulled it out and I started eating it, and it was the most delicious I've ever had. Had these great flavors that had come from the garbage, from different smells and aromas.
I'm just imagining that ratatouille effect when you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was there as well.
Sorry, for a moment, Cope wasn't in character, and I'm just imagining him doing this at home.
Very method.
So something that kind of brings up to mind that since this is like after his initiation stuff, Luke would bring up an idea for, since we're still trying to find the people who brought this disease into the city.
Mm-hmm.
Bring up the fact that he can detect chaos and whatever, like non-gamey terms. I don't know how he would describe that in like everyday situation, but he has the ability to see signs of chaos in the world now.
Mm-hmm.
And the person we're searching for, we've kind of determined is a cleric of a very chaotic evil god. And by using that ability, that I can just have that active and sweep the city. Generally, clerics of chaos deities resonate stronger than just someone who's slightly chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to detect through walls?
No, but if I just go through like the city during busy times of the city and kind of keep that like on the lookout, like our head on a swivel, and see if we can find anybody to follow.
Gotcha.
So like, go to places where there's lots of like people talking or something, or like into like seedy dealing areas where there's a lot of people who don't talk to one another, but they're all kind of keeping their eyes on people.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Just go there and like keep a head on a swivel, and then like say have our vigilante friend here kind of follow me in a distance, and when I like make a motion to somebody, he can follow them and tail them, since I can't do that part.
Although, out of curiosity, how big are crowds nowadays with the plague?
Not very big, I imagine.
Okay.
But
True.
But still, the fact that it's something to do, at least.
Making sure this base of operations is secure.
Yeah.
The idea that this noble family is snooping around, I do not enjoy.
Yeah.
I might need to ask some questions.
The only reason I brought that up about the detecting of chaos and stuff is because we're kind of running on fumes of what clues we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And coupling that with, honestly, can't Vic detect evil? Like at will?
He can detect lies at will.
No, I cannot do evil.
Okay.
All right.
Someone else. But I figured if nothing else, it's at least something to kind of help a little bit, even if it doesn't succeed.
Yep. So for today,
I can detect alignment.
Yeah.
Today I got Luca down for Chaos Patrol. What's everyone else doing?
So Vic, if you can detect alignment, if you follow me and detect evil, if we get something that resonates with both of us, that's a good way to follow a lead. I'm just saying.
That would definitely be a bonus on the roll.
Chaos Patrol sounds so much cooler than it actually is.
I know.
Chaos Patrol.
Yeah, he can choose to detect chaotic, evil, good, or lawful.
All
Yeah,
right.
so I'm- So
Evil
yeah, we can
Patrol.
detect evil and chaos together, and if anything pings off of both of us, that's a lead, my friend. Because I was looking at the detect evil spell, and an aura of a cleric at the lowest at level 1 cleric would be faint, but if they go to like levels 2 to 4, it's moderate. Level 5 or higher, it's strong, and if they're 11 or higher, it's overwhelming. So if there's a cleric that's about as strong as us, it's going to detect as a strong aura. I'm just saying, that's a good lead.
Yep.
So you want to do that with me, Vic?
I'll tag
Yeah, well,
along.
let's get to
Again,
it.
if you don't mind
Yeah.
applying a disguise to me, or somebody help me with my disguise.
Yeah, I can do that.
You can just shave your head like I do. It's very convenient.
Pulls out his disguise kit, so +2 to this.
Get some hair dye going.
20.
So what are you trying to do with the disguise?
So basically, just look more elf-like, and mainly like looking to dye my hair, shave off the goatee, and just get rid of a lot those major. Keep an eye out for half elf with brown hair, goatee, yada yada.
Let's see. I'm just looking. I just out of curiosity opened it up. The disguise skill thing. Yeah, minor details +5 modifier. Different race -2. Different gender -2.
Well, don't change your gender, dude.
No, I'm not going that far.
Merrick becomes Maris.
So that'd be a 23 that they'd have to beat.
Yeah.
So you're just not wanting to be recognized as yourself?
Yeah.
You're not assisting with the patrol.
Well, I was going to, but before we did that, I want to, not be somebody that
Okay,
necessarily
gotcha.
is identified as
Gotcha.
he's.
So how are you assisting with the chaos and evil patrols?
I think I'll trying to see if I have anything as a cleric as well, but I think I'm just going to tag along with them and just be there to help as it's needed.
I will say the only downside with this is it only detects up to like I think 60 feet out. So we wouldn't detect it unless they were close to us, which is why I suggested going to like busier areas.
Yeah. So Kier and Beryl are who I need things to do for today.
Well, I don't like this idea of this noble family whose name I'm suddenly spacing on.
Arcona.
Arcona, snooping around our business. So I don't think it's related to the plague, but I'm gonna try to start suddenly looking into my own. Probably gonna scope out Kier's shop to see if they got any footmen or hanger-ons going around. If it's very obvious I see someone doing shading, I might just bag them and pull them into an alley for a very intense conversation.
So what are you looking out for exactly?
Just weirdly suspicious behavior. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this in a person who doesn't know that they're a crime family. How am I trying to think about how to...
Watching the Watcher.
Yeah, ask Kier what he's doing while I try to figure out the right words to say.
All right.
And if I could just elaborate on Merrick while they're kind of sweeping, I think Merrick will be more of keeping his head on a swivel as far as keeping an eye out if they're drawing attention from like the guards or people might be seeking them out, since some of them are more recognizable than others. So I'll be the lookout, I guess.
Did you hit us with Blessing of the Watch?
I can. But it lasts an hour per level, so
Yeah.
6 hours. Yeah, I could do that.
Are you multi-class though? Because that does affect how long it lasts.
But I also have the trait that allows me to increase my caster level. Yeah,
Okay. Just checking.
yeah, magical neck.
If I recall correctly, I was working on aerosolized anti-plague thing.
Yes.
I think it got
You want to?
a little bit of far. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to
Probably.
continue work on that?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, I think I figured out a more official version of what I'm trying to do, rather than just being vague. Is that I want to find someone that I most likely believe works for this noble house, probably by staking out Kier's old shop, because even though that they took all the equipment from there, as Kier said, there's always someone that forgets something and needs to go back. Once I find one of those people, I want to tail them to see if they go anywhere other than just the estate, because I want to eavesdrop on them to see if they do know where my hideout is.
Okay.
That feels like a much more consistent way of saying what I'm doing. Concrete.
Cool. So we'll start with Kier. Give me a alchemy roll.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, your invention is complete. You have your anti-plague that can successfully work to inoculate people against the plague. We will call it a +2 fortitude bonus against plague when administered.
Is it something that could help somebody that currently has it, or is it just a immunization?
If I recall correctly, the goal was to create a prevention rather than a cure.
Okay.
I think, how much did the anti-plague give you?
People are going to start vaping anti-plague
so-
now.
So for now, we'll say that you have just the one dose because that is like your finished, final product for the anti-plague. And then you can begin manufacturing them at a quicker rate now that you have the recipe down. All right, Barrow. First of all, give me a stealth to see how well you're sneaking around the Arcona.
25.
Okay. And then give me a perception.
Got it. 20.
20. So you do not notice anyone really even leaving Old Corvosa, much less going all the way down to the Gatefoot, which is like all the way down here.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't look like they're actively scouting out your place. All right. So Chaos Patrol, Evil Patrol. So what we're going to say is we're going to make this a percentile. And for every person assisting, we are going to increase it by a degree. Your likelihood to succeed.
Yeah, like narratively, it's like we're all like me and Vic are like scanning the crowds, and like we're pinging each other and like, hey, this guy's evil. Does he detect as chaos? And if it doesn't detect us both, we're not really.
Yeah, I'm doing a percentile because it is literally just luck
Yeah.
at this point of
Oh,
how
yeah.
much ground you can cover. But this is a really good strategy. That just barely does not. You find several people. Notably, you're able to get some information. Of those plague doctors that are roaming about the city are, let me. Yeah. many of those plague doctors roaming down the city are pinging off as evil, but
Oh,
not
that's not
chaotic. But you're not quite able to pin down a central location for
Gotcha.
a nexus with that rule, you know?
One of the ones
But I
who
will say you came
detects
very close.
is evil. I can also detect lawful.
They do not detect as lawful either.
So they're not chaotic. They're not lawful. So they're
Means
neutral
you
evil.
Yeah, the only option is neutral evil.
The worst one.
Arguably, yes. I mean, like, chaotic evil is just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Neutral evil knows what they're doing, and they're just diabolical about it.
What is Urgotha or whoever the
Urgathoa.
Urgathoa.
I'm pretty sure that's chaotic evil. I don't know for sure, but I thought it was. I mean, disease and stuff.
Yeah. Cannibalism.
Oh, nope, neutral evil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys found this whole disgusting book about it.
There we go.
All right, start bagging some plague doctors.
All right. Vic, do you check in, or not Vic, sorry, Luca, do you check in on your family
Oh,
at
yeah.
night?
We would do this in the morning and stuff, but like towards the evening, he would go see his family.
Yeah, your mom would give you some good news, and that she tells you that she met a nice girl who goes to the academy at the market today, and she thinks that she might be able to get your daughter some magic lessons.
Nice.
But other than that,
And oddly, Barrow Walker is over by your trash cans.
Wait, no, that's not Bear Walker. That's Vic. Vic, get out of there. There's no cheese for you in there.
You got an apple in here.
So many trash pandas in this group.
just Vic on all fours, dragging a full pizza with his mouth away.
Vic has become Pizza Rat.
so going on to this day, what does everyone want to do?
Do you want to do another round of searching like that?
That seems like the best idea. Like, even if mine's not going to pan out, we should probably congregate closer to where the plague house is.
Mhm.
Now that we know that the plague doctors are evil, it might lead us to somewhere other than just that one place. Maybe there's a back area that might give us more information.
If we had a way to bring one in for questioning,
Well, if we get any more information, we could always have Bear Walker tail them a little further, because we're not the most sneaky bunch.
I can acquire one if need be.
that's hilarious.
That's pretty good.
God, someone went to a lot of effort with that piece of pizza.
Yeah.
It looks like a piece of blanket.
Mhm.
I'm probably just going to produce a few more and see if the Arcanums wish to distribute them for a little bit of positive rep.
I did look into them a little bit yesterday. I don't believe they have located this place. Haven't noticed any particular tales.
Actually, if we're going on the thing to find the plague doctors and stuff, is Bear Walker good at pickpocketing?
Let me check my sleight of hand.
Also, does Vic get nervous when Barrel Walker mentioned he's looking for tails?
He looked behind him to make sure.
I have a +7 to sleight of hand. So
Because I was just thinking, like, a good way to figure out if they're Urgathoan worshippers, if we can try to pickpocket them, and if they have a hidden, like, holy symbol that has a fly on it, that's a good indicator.
I mean, I could just grab one, strip them down.
I mean, that's on you if you choose to do that. But either way, if you want to come with us and we can do it more towards the evening.
I will. I can assist.
I just feel like the longer this plague keeps permeating the city, the more issues we're going to have. So
Mm-hmm.
it looks like 4 of us are going to go into this chaos crew again. I guess this is the anti-evil brigade now.
All right. Is that including Barrow?
I'm here for it as well.
Cool.
Should we have Kier join us if we're going to kidnap, strip, and question someone? Those things tend to go poorly, go wrong.
I know he seems to be worried about those nobles. I didn't want to disturb him, but if you think it's a good idea, we can go knocking on his door.
Something
Seems to
off
have
about
good
those
ideas.
nobles.
And what isn't odd about all the nobles?
This is true. Still, they seem to have Kier pretty tightly under their thumb. Like a rat in a trap.
I'm just waiting for the fight we have that eventually just turns into a were-rabbit fight.
Right.
Everyone roll for a surprise round as Vic gets a free action.
We should definitely go free him. I mean, get him out on the town then.
Maybe
Alright.
Merrick goes in and gets him. Maybe it wouldn't be a good idea for all of us to just walk in.
Yeah, I could do that.
One of you is gonna go grab him?
Yes.
Okay.
See if he's interested or if he wants to keep crafting.
I'm confused. Are you crafting out of your old alchemy shop? They only took drug-related stuff? Or are you now crafting over at their house?
That is a question.
He is crafting at the Arcona grounds.
That's what I thought. But,
Would I be able to get on Arcona grounds, or would I have to just let them know that I'm looking for Kier?
I'm sure you could get on, but I feel faith that you guys can assault another public official without me.
So it sounds like
Yeah.
Kier wants to continue his crafting.
Kier, are you?
Just be the four of us.
Or if they are spying on me specifically, that's one less witness.
Hmm?
Sounds about right.
As we're walking away, Vic ponders out loud, how is he selling his wares if he's just crafting here?
That's what I mean by something off.
I think Merrick's the only one that knows of his former drug dealing past or drug seeking past, right?
I believe so. But
Did
Merrick
I
wouldn't
know-
be
Well,
bringing that up.
Kier, give me a craft alchemy.
Kier, less talking, more cookie.
All right. The Arconas will pay you out in 150 gold pieces and an anti-plague to distribute amongst who they see fit. And for the rest of you, so Barrow is what are you doing on the team? Because I know, are you doing anything specific with them, Barrow, other than just tagging along?
Any ideas how I can contribute, guys?
I thought the idea was kind of to find one of the plague doctors, follow him into a dark alley, and yeah.
Well, they go around on little patrols, so
Oh, they're in groups.
yeah.
So
If
what I
we
was
need
thinking
to-
is we would like keep an eye out with our magics, and then when we see them going into like alleys and stuff, we point to you, Barrow, and you tail them and like get a closer look at them and stuff, see what the going ons are.
Mm.
But I don't know if we want to go any further than that.
I can make you invisible for a short time.
Yeah, around Barrow. Tailing them around, you see. Okay, well, are you guys just picking one out and just following one around the whole day?
It's probably
Like
the best.
Okay. So throughout the day, they will go in and out of houses, bringing people to and from that you've heard a little bit about before, called the Hospice of the Blessed Maiden,
Mm-hmm.
which is the epicenter of the fight against the plague.
The people they're taking there, are they sick?
Yes, they have blood veil.
Seems like a weird place to bring them. The Blessed Maiden sounds like code for Argathoa.
I mean,
It could be. It could be for a lot of people.
But at the same time, bringing sick people to a hospital is not.
Yeah, but for their evil line, there's a good chance.
Yeah, no, I definitely think we should break in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to see what's going on inside.
I guess the question is, should we make the next day like a camp out to see what time of day is like the lowest amount of people that seems to be going in and out of there, so we can plan that out if we have to do that. Because I got to imagine if we break into the plague place, we either find something damning or we're in trouble.
We have already killed several Grey Maidens in the streets. We're already in trouble.
True.
We?
I was gonna say I was on the water, but okay.
You'll find that crimes are often guilty by association.
This is true.
Yeah, perhaps we could what's that word? Scout the building out and see if there's
Stake it out.
Stake it out, thank you. See if there are alternative ways of entry.
We could have a social distance barbecue on the roof of the building next door.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds amazing.
Sounds like a bunch of people who don't completely understand the point. Anyway,
Sorry. Side note: my favorite joke I've seen in recent years is someone was trying to go talk about anti-vax things,
and
someone went in the comments and be like, "I can't take you seriously considering your teeth are doing more social distancing than you are." And they had a big gap in front of their teeth.
Ouch.
I'm like, wow, that is some shots fired.
Straight hand.
Damn, 5 feet apart.
Anyway, but yeah, if we don't find anything this day of like following the plague doctor, we probably should stake out the building tomorrow.
probably breaking in at night is the usual way to do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Though I would say here, probably should have this conversation again when Kier is with us.
Mm-hmm. We could
If
do,
we
well,
are-
we do meet up in the morning. I think even he still shows up for that.
Yeah, but if we are breaking in there, I think we all need to be 100% clear on what we're willing to do when we do. Because breaking in there is going to be crossing a great many legal lines. I am comfortable with that course of action. But if anyone is not and they wish to settle things via negotiation or wordplay, do that up front. Because once we enter the building,
No, as much as I would like to follow the letter of the law, this feels like an exception, as there is a group of evil fanatics running this hospital that's supposed to be for plague victims. Even in the best of situations, there's something more going on than what is being publicly announced, which is criminal in its own way, even if it's not directly against any specific law at the moment. So if we go in there and there's issues, I am not going to be adverse to fighting our way out if we have to. So rest assured, my moral compass is set straight at this point.
very well.
But if we get in there and we're wrong, and they just happen to worship a different deity than all of us, perhaps we could come out. Perhaps we could come out without killing them all.
If they pull steel on us, what are you prepared to do, Vic?
I think we could take one or two out without killing them.
I mean, we'll find out pretty shortly after we arrive if they're evil worshippers, because, like, even Luca would know, clerics usually hold out a holy symbol to cast their spells.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have to hold out a holy symbol and it turns out it is not one that's a safe bet, we'll figure out pretty quick.
If that shit's not a golden key, their head's coming off.
Look, what I am trying to say, Barrow Walkers, the incident in the street, granted, they attacked us in the middle of the street. But if we break into their house and they attack us because we've broken in, if we have to knock one out or two out in order to leave because we don't find anything bad, then let's not just slit their throats or crack their skulls in. Let's leave them unconscious.
Yeah, and as far as gods and stuff, if they're evil, especially if they're neutral evil, there can only be a handful of gods that they worship if they're clerics of any kind. There's, out of the top of my head, there's what, Hamburger, whatever the fuck his name is, and Urgathoa.
Yeah, Norgaberg.
Yeah.
I will put it out there. They could be technically Asmodeus worshippers.
True.
It is on the table, which would be very common in Corvosa.
Yes. But you would imagine there would at least be some lawful thrown in there.
So, Urgathoa is the
Disease god.
disease god,
Mhm.
and her name was scratched out, and Andazin was written throughout the book that was about how to cook humanoids and succeeded on life.
Mm-hmm.
And Andazin several years ago ran a cult of Urgathoa and put the city under a plague.
Yeah.
So
It was a different city, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't believe they have any plague victims successfully making recovery when they go into that hospital, we learned. So, I mean, it's not beyond the pale that if they go into a plague hospital that they're going to come out or anything. But there's too many situations
Yeah,
here.
to be fair, living people aren't coming out of anywhere where the plague people are.
Yeah.
There is not a cure for the plague.
So when they take
It
6
is-
people in, they do not leave.
Yeah. And again,
Yes.
it's not beyond the possibility for that to happen during a plague. But this is honestly the only place they're going. We're looking for a group of people who worship plagues.
Yeah.
If we don't find anything, we don't find anything. But this is, even if we are wrong, it's a necessary evil we need to attempt.
Yeah, I guess what Bear Walker's trying to stress isn't that we have to kill everyone inside. It's we're not going to be knocking on the door and trying to legally ease our way in there. We are smashing in a window and climbing through is what he's
Yeah.
trying to
Oh
say.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. This is
That's-
absolutely Coco.
Yeah. Also, this is entirely unrelated, but I just noticed this. You ever notice how this section of the city here kind of looks like a skull, and the academy is the brain, and the palace is the mouth?
Where?
Oh yeah, I do see it. This whole area here.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, if you look at the major road, it kind of
Oh,
has a
yeah.
shape of a skull.
Yeah,
And you have brain, and then the mouth of the skull.
Quick, is
Mhm.
Michael
I mean, it
muted?
could be
It
very
says
well-
it's a crest, but
Michael's muted. He's flipping the table because I just cracked this entire thing wide open.
Yeah, definitely. They hid it in the roads.
Yep. and
Well,
there's
that's
the
book
penis.
6 ruined.
When the giant skull comes out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what that is then.
Totally spoiled the Corvosa Kaiju fight.
Oh man, one of these days we've got to do a D&D adventure where we get on a ship and we go to an island shaped like a skull. And just be like, yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
bad guy lair.
who's running the Skull and Shackles game?
Yeah, you got to put that in.
Out of curiosity, who here has really bad stealth scores?
I'm all right. I've got a +9, I believe.
I have a +1,
I got
so I think
+8.
I'm going to spend what money I have to buy a stalker's oil if I can find it, which gives me a +2 bonus for half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much, but it'll still be better than a +1. Because I had to sell my Ranzor, so would I be able to find that, Michael, if I just go to like somewhere that sells alchemy items? It's like a 50 gold item.
You'd need to roll for it.
Okay.
I can put guidance on you for another
So you
+1.
need to look for it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll a diplomacy.
It normally wouldn't be like a whole action, but because of the plague, things are shut
Could
down.
I argue using knowledge local to, since I know I'm a resident of the city, knowing where they might sell it?
Knowledge local can work.
18.
18, and you're looking for what?
It's stalker's oil. It's just an oil that you can apply to a piece of equipment, and it gives you a +2 bonus for stealth for half an hour.
You got to
Awesome.
lube up your armor.
It basically just makes it so it doesn't clank as much and stuff. Yeah,
Oh, do you have special armor now?
I do not until next level, I believe. I think I still have to pay for it, but I don't get the ability to wear Hell Knight armor until next level.
Yeah, you can find it with that roll.
Gotcha. So I'll just
So
pick up one vial of it.
Take a couple days. I can craft invisibility potions at 150 gold pieces.
Oh, that'll be good. I like that route.
Yeah, I have very little money after selling my Ranger and buying that. I would have 17 gold left. So.
I can cast 3 invisibilities.
Yeah, I can also up to 4, but there's other things to do with my second levels.
Yeah. How long does it last in potion form?
Minimum, I think, would be 30 minutes. It's 10 per level, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah, base invisible's 10 minutes per level. Or
Oh, it's 1 minute per level.
1 minute per level, yeah.
That sucks.
Oh, I was looking at Alter Self earlier. That's 10. That's where I got it. Yeah, no, I mean, it's more of an emergency
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, escape route.
All right, let's go for it.
All right. Talking this morning, Luca, with your mom again, she tells you, "Well, I don't know what happened. I tried to talk to that nice girl again in the market, and she just she wouldn't talk to me. She ran right away from me."
The city's been a little weird. I appreciate you trying, and hopefully that she'll have a change of mind. But he's basically just trying to do that, like, maybe I shouldn't say anything about what I've been doing lately.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he would just tell her that he appreciates the try and to just help her with her schooling with the best she can. And whenever he has the spare money, he's gonna buy her books to do self-learning if he needs to.
Gotcha. All right.
But I would inform the group the next day, being like, "Hey, so it seems to be my family's getting alienated because of no particular reason, which means that there's some more stuff being pushed towards us as well after what happened."
All right. Beginning this day, I need perception checks from Barrow and Luca.
18.
7.
Yep. Neither of them were that hard. Barrow, you find your silver dagger just sitting in a place that you could have put it, but you don't remember putting it there.
In a like within the layer or within my residence, like within the gray.
Where did you sleep that night?
Probably within the gray.
Then it would have been within the gray.
I don't care for that. I would check for like signs of 4th century, but I assume there's nothing. So
Yeah. Luca,
Mhm.
you open your door and you almost just go out without even checking, but you've got, so it looks like someone delivered a small package to your address.
Anthrax.
Probably Amazon.
Yeah, I would grab it and probably just go back inside and open it up.
Mermaid.
Inside there is the disembodied finger of what appears to be a 20-something-year-old female, and a bloody note with this message written on it.
That's troublesome.
Indeed.
Shower it as a teacher. Seek no others. The consequences will be great.
No others shall you seek.
Just dramatic crunching of the note as he reads it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Richard, you and I both know who this is, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
So we're gonna have to drown him, right?
I'm not adverse to drowning him.
Because he's threatening the world around your daughter, and he killed a friend of mine in my own apartment. So I feel like we're gonna have to murder him pretty thoroughly, the two of us.
So I'm thinking drowning him in oil, because that seems a lot more traumatic.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Heavier liquids.
I go there and we start exchanging notes on how to kill this guy.
Mhm.
Like Bear Walker's never seen Luca this pro murder ever.
Give me
Have
just
a bad
second.
night, did we?
The serial killer's attention is still on my daughter.
We have his name. He was
He's like the brother of the guy we killed the first time.
yeah,
He's the son.
the son. Yeah, it's Gadrin. I'm trying to remember what his first name was. I want to say
His
Randall.
name
Lamb?
is Rolf.
Rolf Lamb.
Thank you. Rolf Lamb. Yeah. Oh, Wolf Lamb. I get it. Anyway, yeah. I've
He's a
seen
wolf
him.
in sheep's clothing.
I know what he looks like too. So
Is it that guy?
Yeah, there's a good chance he's also probably if he's teaching my daughter this kind of magic, he probably has magic to disguise himself as well, though. So
Mhm.
knowing what it looks like isn't as great of a lead as we hope it would be.
Couldn't you just ask your daughter who her teacher is then?
I think we tried to ask that before, and she basically just said that he was a nice man or something.
You've really got to get better control of your daughter.
My family has trouble, so I'll ask you to respect our issues.
Well, not many people get double kidnapped, so you're gonna have to give them a break.
But yeah, after learning that, since I think that was the day before, he probably would have gone during the evening to go see his daughter and just try to explain stranger danger to her as best he can.
Perhaps you could tail Luca's daughter.
I mean, she stays at home most of the time currently because of the plague, so.
Also, could Vic or Merrick maybe just hit the silver dagger with the detect magic just in case? I don't want to get tracking deviced.
Yeah, I could. I got prepared, so.
He's wearing a wire!
You were the mole all along.
You have to tell us if you're a cop.
Someone among us is a rat.
Vic
The
already stepped out of the
silver
room when you said mole.
the silver dagger does detect as magic, though extended use of detect magic reveals no other components of the magic that is being used.
I think you can, if you stare at it enough, detect magic does tell at least you the school.
Yeah, but I'm saying it doesn't do that.
Okay. So it's very faint, like barely there.
There's a magic aura to it, but I can't tell anything beyond just that faint aura.
Spellcraft, do we know what that means?
I'm not the spellcraft guy, so it would take someone else.
Not good for me.
It's not great. Damn it, I meant to put points in this.
What about you? Oh wait, that's right. Kira's not here.
This is just reinforcing my backup plan that if Barrow Walker ever dies, I should come back as someone who knows arcane magic.
You just come back as a wizard. Hey guys, I found a teacher for my my child, but it turns out he wants to throw hands instead.
I feel like the arcane crafter we have is currently Breaking Bad, so.
Well, let's go visit Kira and ask him if he knows.
I don't think we can get in to see him, can we?
I have questions for him. We talked to him yesterday.
Yeah, but we can't just go in and harass him while he's working at the place of residence of the noble family.
We can do what we did yesterday and just knock on the gate and see if they'll bring him out.
Yeah.
All right. At what point in the day, Luca,
Mhm.
do you check back in with your Hell Knight friends?
Probably after he does his morning routine and he goes to see his family in the morning, he'd probably stop by there after like he sees Barrow in his area and they do the anti-plague thing. Probably after that, he'd go see them for a check-in.
Yeah, when you get there, your trainer, Murdoch Sayer, he tells you that he has a job for you. That someone came by just earlier this morning, looking for someone.
Okay, well, let's hear it. Our leads are pretty dry at the moment, so we could use any kind of information. And if you have a job for me, hopefully it'll turn up something.
It says, a girl named Dayanara Mirakova. She came in looking for a man named Ron. Several days ago, she said that he came home delighted that he'd been personally requested to perform at the masquerade at Carowin Manor. The Carowins, as someone who's lived in Corvosa, is a noble family who are considered the patrons of the arts.
Mm-hmm.
It's very exciting for him. It was I thought it was going to be his big break, but he has not returned home since.
And the last time she saw him was when he was going to the manor to perform.
Yes.
Troublesome. I have some people who probably would be interested, but things going on in the city, we'll see what we can do. See if we can exhaust other ways before we just go in crushing skulls. So I'll find out that information and keep that in my pocket for the next time our group meets up. Probably go over there myself, at least to get a scope of the manor that he was sent to.
Yeah. Give me a perception.
20.
Just scoping it out. The first thing that you notice just patrolling the manor is that the curtains are all tightly curtained, so you can't see inside through the windows. And it smells very, very bad.
Does it smell like death or just rancid?
Because you ask, it smells like death.
Might need to find them earlier than that. So I would go on a mission after that to go find the group during the daytime. Go to the usual haunts. I imagine the easiest ones would be to find like Merrick and Vic. But even if it takes until like the evening, just tell people that like, so someone was sent to. Yeah, I would just be basically yada yada the whole mission I got, and then I got there and it smells like something's dead inside, and all the curtains are drawn. So if we were looking, my first thought is maybe it's that vampire issue we had. But even if it's not, there's something going on there.
Yeah,
We'll
Barrow
check it
was like
out.
pseudo interested until you mentioned the vampire thing, and now he's fully interested.
Also, Michael, there was no guards outside of the gates or anything, or was
No.
there? No,
No.
and there was no guards, so that's even more alarming because normally, the elite like to flaunt their wealth with having security, even if they don't need it. So it seems like something we should check out.
Also, I had a quick question there, Michael. My silver dagger, I have two, so it was just one that went missing?
It was your silver dagger, not your chemical silver dagger.
I got two?
Yeah, you've got one in your inventory.
Oh, yeah, there it is. God,
The one in your inventory is the one that went missing and showed back up.
Gotcha. All right, so I am going to leave that one in the gate foot for now because it has a ward on it that blocks magical scrying on items.
Yep.
There's a very real possibility that's the exact intention, but let the story happen.
You should just dip it in lead.
Where are you gonna find dippable?
Yeah, where am I find liquefied lead at this hour?
You don't got a lead guy?
That's like a 10 a.m. kind of thing, okay? It's like
you don't
it's
got
like
a 24-hour lead guy?
Just some
Get the lead out.
some half orc comes by. Gee willikers, mister, what can I do with all this lead-based paint?
Name's Leadhead. I'll do
I can
lead.
only drink so much of it.
get your lead. If you don't get your lead, you're soon to be dead.
He's caused irreparable brain damage.
I used to be quite eloquent, you know.
All right. So gathering everyone up.
Just go in the evening.
All right. So going to the Carowin Manor.
Did we interact with them any in the past? I know we kind of interacted with Kier's benefactor.
We haven't really dealt with much nobles in this campaign, so
Just getting everything ready because I'm about to move you guys over to a map.
Oh yeah, fight time.
I'll take a bio real quick since we have this.
Okay, yeah, let's just take a bio break.
I just noticed that they added it. But before, when they had changed the new UI, whenever you try to do the arrows, like the measuring tool, the box would not disappear. But now, when you're actually measuring it, it disappears, and there's also an arrow. You can shrink it down, so you don't have to have it visible when you're doing it. Because for a while there, whenever I was trying to use it, that box would just not go away, so it took up like a quarter of the screen for me.
I was talking about the measuring tool.
Yeah.
I just wish it didn't auto pop out that box. I know you can shrink it now, but
You can shrink it now, and then if you drag it while it's open, it'll disappear while you're hovering.
Mhm.
So it's still a movement in the right direction, because for a while there, it just wouldn't go away.
I'm back.
Oh, nice. If you set it to linger, it put it there until you delete it.
Mm-hmm. Also, the cone is really nice to have now.
The cone?
The measuring tool, you can have a cone now.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So now if you have a cone attack, you can exactly do it. There's also circles. There's even a beam if you're doing like a attack that takes up more than just 5 foot square.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's a nice little quality of life improvement.
And then like the square, you can also do it from the corner, so it doesn't have to be just from the center if you're trying to broadcast it in a certain angle. So it's like some of the quality of life they're finally adding, which they honestly should have added a long time ago, is still better than never adding it. Are we waiting for anyone else? I think it's just Cope that I haven't heard. So
I'm here whenever everyone's here.
Cope's probably busy playing with his dog.
That's the most beloved thing in the world.
He would die for this dog now.
That's how I read it.
I mean, we all knew this as soon as he said he was getting a dog that he hated.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this is gonna be your favorite thing of all time now.
I'm quite adamant there's a fundamental force of irony that acts in the world.
I mean, I believe that more than a lot of other things people believe in.
Yeah.
I believe it more than karma, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. But we will continue harassing him about loving the dog.
Oh yeah.
We have to.
Still waiting on Cope.
I
Yep.
think so.
See, this is
Seems
why
like
he
it.
usually leaves his mic on, because he's trying to give us status updates.
Yeah, we need piss updates.
Yeah.
But now the piss updates are about his dog
Mm-hmm.
and himself.
Maybe he's trying to teach the dog to use the toilet.
It's always funny when you see people who train their like dogs and cats to use the toilet.
I know.
No, the dog is teaching him.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to think one of them fell in.
Yeah, dog fell into the toilet when it was flushing and all that loose flesh just got caught. An airplane toilet sucking you in.
His legs were so short he had no chance of climbing out.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Hey. How was
Don't
the
laugh
dog?
at me. I had a
Oh, I just heard it.
explosive diarrhea.
That was the dog.
So, that dog has better comedic timing than I do.
It didn't even
Go,
bark. It's kind of like gaffs
Go.
for dear
go,
life.
dog. God damn it. Go, go, go. I know she does, but not out here. All right, sorry. That was a lot of bad timing.
It's okay, Goat. We know you love that dog.
Is Loki back?
Yeah, I'm here.
I was gonna say, if anybody took longer than me, they've got problems.
All right. Then I will move you guys over to the map.
As we approach.
It is
All
indeed
right.
a map.
I throw Kier like a weapon through a window.
It's a door right there.
You can't throw you as easily through a door, though. That's why I threw you through the window.
I do pull a sun rod out, but I don't activate it. I just kind of hoop it onto my belt for when I need to. Because I imagine it's not pitch black out on the outside, so.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast See Invisibility on myself.
How long does that last?
A long time. 10 minutes per level.
And I'll go ahead and use a Blessing of the Watch. So 5 hours, we got it.
Nice.
Click that on.
Yeah, it's just to attack, right? I forget what Bless does.
+1 to attack and +1 to saves against fear.
Gotcha. Okay. So first things first, would probably go to check the door, see if it's locked even.
It
I
is
think-
locked.
I think Premier will see if he can peer through the windows. I know you said the curtains are drawn, but hoping to see a gap or anything.
Nope, they're pretty tightly drawn.
Give guidance to Luca and Barrow Walker.
Barrow, do you want to try to get the door open before I have to kick it down?
Give it a try. Sorry, I was just upping my power attack debuff. Hadn't upgraded it when my BAB went up.
Oh, what BAB does it change at?
4.
Oh, crap.
So it's just an extra another -1 to hit, another +2 to damage. Unless you do two-handed.
I think that should actually be a 16 because I have oh wait, it's not sleight of hand, it's disabled device. My apologies, wrong skill. There we go. Sorry, my head was still 5th edition where sleight of hand is the lock picking thing. Anyway, so that would be 20.
20 disabled device. I think that'll get you through. Let me make sure. Ooh, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
+1 from guidance.
Still not enough.
Damn it.
Can you try again? Or is it a one-shot sort of thing?
I think it's a one shot, or saying if we could just keep spamming it until it succeeded, it would kind of defeat the point.
Well, missing by 5 is supposed to jam it, but
Did not miss by 5.
Oh, so you might get another. Does that mean he gets another shot then?
Yeah, I think that's the penalty
Actually,
of
he did
reattempting.
jam
'Cause
it.
You
I
did.
got a
But the
plus 12
difficulty goes up, right?
If you want me to take a crack.
Well, he just said he did jam it, so. So
He
it's
said
time
did
to.
not miss by 5.
Yeah, so it did not jam.
No,
Kier can give me
I
another.
really give a number. It did actually miss by 5.
Oh, okay. I inform everyone that I jammed the lock and will need to open this jar of pickles.
Toss you a cloth to wrap around, or do you want me to just break the window? I can just wrap it around my knuckle and just smash.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can cast silence.
I mean, if you want to, I was just doing that to protect my knuckles.
Well,
I wear
that-
gloves and brass knuckles, so I'll just hit this other window.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast silence, so
Alright.
that
That'll
So-
hit both of us too, so we can just both collectively smash the windows.
yeah,
Yeah.
What's the area on silence?
yeah, I'd
20-foot
cast it.
radius. I think. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. It doesn't last very long, but I'm gonna go ahead and cast it on a shit. What do I have? A dagger. And that way, it can go with us to keep us quiet for a little while.
Yeah. The only issue is we better keep our heads on a swivel because if one of us disappears in the silence, we won't hear that shit. So yeah, it's 20-foot radius around Vic then. So I think that'll cover both of these windows as we smash.
Yep.
And I've only got 6 rounds on it.
Oh, that is really short.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this is still set to wrong measurements.
Well, throw a punch.
We're just waiting for him to adjust the measurements, I think.
They're stop. Close the thing. I think it's stopping it from updating. Yeah. Goes 5.
You should probably stop fiddling with the measurements until he's done.
There we go.
Yep, now it's working again. So I'm not sure if your dynamic light is set up to let us go through the windows, so you might need to push us on the other sides once we start going in.
All right, you guys are busting through those windows.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'd go ahead and move up so that it's a little bit more distributed.
And these window shatters are silent, so we can do this. And once we get on the other side, hopefully we can just open the door for everyone else.
We do a lot of B&Es in this campaign.
This is expected.
Yes, it is. I enjoy it.
I didn't know you could put your own radiuses on.
It's new.
We can't see it if you put it on yourself. It has to be
Yeah.
able to have vision from other people. So
Ah.
just you and the GM would be able to see that one.
Okay, so to be clear here, these are like solid window shutters that are blocking the windows here. So they are kind of an obstacle with that you have to break through with the window itself.
Okay, so that like just be an attack roll then, or
I mean,
Yeah,
at
'cause-
that point, do we just want to go through the door?
I
mean,
think we're still better off with the windows.
Okay.
I imagine the
Um,
door would be more reinforced if the windows are like
yeah.
this.
And I've got 16 strength. Luca's got even more muscle than I do. We still have a pretty good shot of being able to smash through these in 6 rounds.
Right?
Yeah.
Give me strength check.
Low roll.
Luca does not make it through the shutter, and neither does Barrow.
We have 5 more rounds of silence then, so maybe just attempt again.
Vic's
Nope,
gonna try and
nope.
kick down the door.
Go ahead and do that before we do our next round of strength then.
Yeah.
'Cause this is a timed thing right now.
Mm,
Yep.
Okay. Next round of strength. 15, 22.
what did you?
22 will break it.
Huzzah.
He's better at B&Es than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Let me open it up for you.
Although upon seeing the one broken over, I'd probably just stop what I'm doing to go over to that one.
Yep.
You see an empty lounge room.
All right.
All right. Probably still within the Silence
Yes.
the radius.
Mm-hmm. We
Yeah,
have
I'm
like 3 more rounds, so we might want to just stick with
Yeah.
what each person is doing first. So
So I'm gonna go over to this door, and I guess since I can't hear for anything, I'll just see if there's any light or shadowed movements underneath the crack before I open it up. Best I can do.
There definitely are. Several.
oh boy.
In fact, you can hear what sounds like a large group of people shuffling on the other side.
well, you can't hear that because it's silenced. But yeah,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but I see the flickering
Yeah.
shadows. Looks like a lot. I pull out Crab Smasher. I gesture to Vic towards the door. I do like with my fingers that little like people walkie gesture,
Mhm.
and then I
Yep.
with my fingers show like my best guesstimate of how many people there are.
Ooh, Vic's gonna pull out his triple D.
Mhm.
Come on in.
Vic's Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we're all just gonna go into that room now. Looks like.
Well, I'd
Mhm.
over here then.
Yeah, I will step off to the side because if Luca's coming in, he's the one that should be door breaching, not me.
Yep.
All right. You opening that door, Luca?
I imagine we want to do this before the silence wears off in case things go sideways. So
This is probably like the last round of it. I
yeah.
would
So,
argue.
but if
Yeah.
we hear screams and it's something we need to silence quickly or something, we might have a chance.
Mhm.
Come
Is
on,
Merrick
Merrick.
coming in too?
Yeah,
I just wanted before I clicked the button to open the door, I wanted you to get in here.
I'm trying. Oh, right through the window. All right.
And we open it and we see exactly what we expected.
Yep.
Yep, you open this door. On the other side, you see into the Great Hall there. And a massacre took place. Upon the marble floor and heaped in the corners lie more than a dozen corpses, each clad in garish outfits and sequined velvet and colorful feathers. Masks of all shapes and sizes, each competing with the last in terms of elaborateness, adorn the dead. In several cases, though, these adornments have fallen away, revealing withered flesh covered in telltale blisters of blood veil. And then, more horrifyingly, are these undead that have arisen from the grave and seem to be dancing with each other in a bit of a waltz.
Dance till you're dead and then continue on.
That's
Yeah, it's time to break some bodies.
With the bodies
Because-
at the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Nurgle and Slanesh hate fucked in this happened.
Like, I don't hate him as much as Barrow, but Luca would not be fond of the undead either.
It is
Sir,
time
are
for
you suggesting a ballroom blitz?
It's a ballroom blitz.
It's a real thriller.
I'm gonna explode over here.
call that a ballroom shits.
Do you do karaoke, Cope?
He seems like he would.
He seems like he would.
I mean, it's been 20 years, but yeah, I ain't scared.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I do not.
Yeah, there's no way in hell you're getting me on that stage.
I will die before you get me on a stage. I wouldn't know if I was drunk if I would change because I've never been it, but I do not want to find out.
I would sooner fist fight a bear.
Wow,
Is that,
lots of
a
high initiatives.
is that a choice you had to make while visiting Canada?
No, but I did see a moose head. I grew up in bear country back in California. I've had enough run-ins.
Mm.
Yeah, they mainly just want to be left alone. They're fine.
Yeah.
It's the mountain lions you have to worry about. They'll take a shot at you.
What did the moose head do?
Oh, just a stuffed moose head in a bar. Thing's fucking
okay.
huge. That just kills everything.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
no concept of how big those are.
Yeah. They're pretty big.
Let
I
me
mean,
put this in context for you, Cope. In real life, I am 6'1", and if I lay down in between its antlers, neither my head nor my feet would touch either antler.
That's insane.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, like you think they're the size of deer.
Mhm.
No, they're bigger. They're almost the size of a truck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How does that creature survive in the cold? Like, how is it good enough to
Nothing could
eat?
fucking stop it.
You know what I mean? Like,
What are
how
you
does
gonna
it get
do?
enough to eat?
You know what kills moose? Orcas and
Yeah,
whales.
that's their only natural predator.
Unfortunately,
they're
they live in
evergreen
different
trees that
environments.
just eat the trees.
Every now and then, though, a whale will get a happy accident when it comes to a moose.
A couple years
Well, apparently moose are known to graze on the seaweed
ago,
in shallows just deep enough for orcas to swim.
a couple years ago here in Minnesota, I actually did find moose prints on my walking commute to work. And
Oh my
apparently it was on the news that a moose had traveled south and ended up in the area, and the official response from animal control was just give it space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Do
yeah.
not get. Do
We ain't
not.
going there. You shouldn't either.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It's I mean, if we want to finish off and answer Cope's question, big animals actually surprisingly in the cold fare much better because square cube law.
Because who? What?
It's the
But-
whole argument against how giants could exist is as you get bigger, your mass increases by threefold, whereas your surface area only 2, so you radiate less heat. So people argue that giants couldn't exist because they'd boil themselves to death because, obviously everything has to be literally scaled up because reasons. It's also some ability to conserve metabolism because deep sea gigantism is also a thing where there's basically nothing to eat except what falls from above. There's also really big animals.
Yeah.
I mean, as it was said in that movie, nature finds a way.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Anyway, back to the game.
Let's deal with some unnature.
All right. Here.
Mm-hmm.
You got some dancing
Are they just-
undead.
Are they just kind of dancing there, ignoring us, or?
Yeah, they don't really seem to have noticed you yet.
It's a holding action for if something comes in, but most of my actions are AoE.
You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
You ever danced with a zombie in the Carowin Manor? All right.
Anyone know anything about undead? Is this normal behavior?
Actually,
I'm
that's
gonna go
a-
with no.
I was going to say, are undead normal behavior? I mean, in this world, yes, but doesn't mean it's a good thing.
Is there knowledge I can roll to know what the hell they're doing?
I think undead is a knowledge religion.
Oh,
What kind of cleric are you?
I'm an
Well,
inquisitor.
you
bitch.
haven't really heard of undead doing the waltz, but it is possible, you suppose.
Yeah, they're more of a cha-cha-cha kind of creature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're more of a electric slide.
It's a haunted
right.
mansion.
Barrow.
All right.
I imagine you look over through the doorway after you see Luca kind of do that face like, ugh.
Yeah. Can I actually physically get past Luca?
I mean, you can move through ally squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering within the
Yeah.
confined interior spaces. I'm just verifying before I go cowboy.
I mean, 5-foot space, and it's a 15-foot room,
Alright.
so I imagine so.
Yeah, if you were an enemy, it might be a different story. But
All right. There's that
Oh
path.
crap! I never initiative.
I'm going to pop it now.
Thank you, Michael.
Uh, 21 to tumble through.
21 to tumble through the zombie. I'm almost certain makes it, but I'll check it. Yep.
Okay. So, Crab Smasher attack. He will be flat-footed against this, and I get a +1. 13.
13 flat-footed.
Mhm.
Will not hit, barely.
All right. Then my actual standard action attack. Oh, sorry. 14, not 13. It didn't incorporate the +1. $14 make a difference?
Oh, 14? 14 will hit.
Okay. And then that'll do 7 damage plus 13 additional. So that should be a nice solid 20. Then my standard action attack, which is just going to be a normal one. 17. And it hadn't acted yet on the initiative, which means it would qualify for a normal sneak attack, correct? If I remember how that works.
That's how that works.
All right, so then lesser for an additional 9.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of hand wave that if it's like a fight that started with everyone already on edge, which happens a lot. But like when you get the jump or the fight happens kind of out of the blue, it's supposed to be if you don't act first, people can get a sneak attack on you.
Gotcha. But that's my turn. He'll provoke
Okay.
an AOO at the start of his, but other than that.
Yep. You smash up that zombie. Luca.
Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to shut the door.
Good luck. Good luck.
He's on his
Barrow.
own. Free.
Fuck you, Barrow.
So,
Let's head home, guys.
actually, with Barrow having moving there and Luca,
Mhm.
you guys would have. I should have done this right when Barrow moved, but I forgot. You guys would have noticed up in a chandelier above you, swinging in a very jovial manner, and smoking from a glass pipe, an elf in a jester costume.
Oh God, they said crack elves.
Literally.
Krelves.
We turned a yell and then it's still quiet until Vic's turn.
Yeah.
Can't catch a crackhead.
You can tell she's very excited to see you, but you can't hear any of what she's saying.
In full monologue.
And then
Wild
she hits her
arm
crack
gesture.
pipe again.
I'm not going to deal with the one that Barrow's attacking, but I'm going to. Let's see, that's 5 foot. Because I'm going to do my overrun thing, hitting these people as I run this direction. So if it fails at any point, I have to stop my movement. But I'll start one at a time. So the first one, overrun attempt. Ooh, I stopped right there apparently.
Yep.
Does anybody have their tarot active for this
That's a good
encounter?
question.
Entering this encounter, having just seen. Barrow, actually, just as you turn this corner and you see the dwarf or the elf in the jester costume, you will feel your tarot card begin to activate.
All right. Just gonna quickly see what that does in this chapter.
+2 on all rolls modified by Constitution,
Yes.
and temporary hit points equal to twice your character level.
Okay. Add those temporary hit points. Good to know.
But that's my turn because I have to end there since I rolled a natural 1. I slipped on some blood, so it made it hard to move.
Right, my attack first.
Oh, damn.
I assume that confirms.
Yep. So how much is it?
Well, 29 before the sneak attack stuff.
Yeah, 29.
All right. You don't need to roll. This one is dead.
Yep.
Just making it easy on the GM.
Mm-hmm. Scoreboard.
However, the next zombie sees no problem in just clambering right over its friend's corpse. As they will all begin to file in on Luca.
Luca, do you have your halberd out?
I have my Ranzer out, so one of them I will get an attack on one of them as they move in. Because I think one of them was farther away than 5 feet, so.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll attack that one that came in. Not the second attack, just the first one. So 25 would imagine hit for 18 damage with the electricity, unless they're resistant to it.
Okay. So that'd be
Also, damn, I forgot I have multi-attacks now.
and the one attack is 20. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Luca, you're gonna get all 3 of these zombie attacks
Fair enough.
because horde tactics.
So one will hit for 9 points of damage.
Yep, you feel a zombie just bite right into one of your unarmored spots.
I will say, could I, as they're biting into me, say that I spent my hero point to reduce the damage a little bit and initiate damage reduction?
Yeah.
For the fight? Okay. So I have damage reduction, or not damage, yeah, DR3 for this fight.
And you've just got all these zombies start to clamber over your armor, and some of them are getting scratches and bites in on you. Rest of these zombies, these are still gonna keep dancing over here. Merrick.
I will shift up and channel positive energy with intent to harm undead. Will saves DC 12.
Okay. So,
11 damage. And it's everybody within 20 feet. Let me
Mhm.
check.
20 or 30. Either way, it'll hit all the
It's
zombies
all
that you
of
can
them, yeah.
reach, so.
Okay.
alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what was the DC?
12.
And was it for half or for
Yeah,
negate?
half.
Okay. So that one.
Don't worry, Kier's gonna just hit him with a gooey firebomb here shortly.
I mean, aren't most of our fights just us stalling till Kier throws a bomb?
I mean, he invented napalm with the way his firebombs work.
Yeah.
It is probably going to be a little harder because it's thrown through a doorway.
Yeah.
Nine. Six. Okay.
But Zambi touch, probably not very high.
The elf woman up here is going to continue to try to talk to you. Then she will look very frustrated that she can still not speak.
And then Vic's turn comes, the spell ends, and you just hear Luca, "Elf on the chandelier!"
So she's going to cast a spell on Luca from up there.
Okay.
With no verbal components.
She's not in range of your silence because of walls and stuff.
Gotcha.
So we can't hear her, but she can still talk and stuff.
Okay, we exchange glances. We're going to do that asshole thing that older siblings do where you pretend we can't hear her anyway. Geez, I wonder what this elf is saying.
So what is she casting on me? Do I need to make a save, or is she doing an attack roll?
Give me a fortitude save.
Hey, I'm good at those. Not when I roll a 6, though. 16.
Okay, so you got Ray of Enfeeblement cast on you. Luckily, you did save.
Yeah, they still do need to make a ranged touch attack, though.
20 plus.
I mean, chances are high they're going to hit me, but...
Just making sure. Does point blank shot count for that?
Yes.
I think it does.
Doesn't add to the strength damage, but it does add to the hit.
Yeah.
Chances are pretty high. My touch is only 13, so...
Oh, so unless she gets a 1, she literally can't miss.
Yeah. Just wanted to check because there are situations. I'm about to take some strength damage.
Yep, so you'll take half of this. For 2 caster levels. So,
Glad it was halved.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
So my strength is currently 12. Oh. You all see me get zapped, and as soon as Vic's turn starts, we begin to hear again, and you shout about the elf on the chandelier.
the elf on the
On the
shelf.
shelf.
Elf on the
Yeah.
shelf. Elf on the shelf.
I knew they were evil.
Baby's first narc.
They're all watching you, baby. All right. 5-foot step, and he is going to cast.
We're in an area of silence, aren't we?
Nope,
No,
not anymore.
Oh, 9 more. Okay.
Just finished, yeah. Cast Shield of Faith on Luca. Give him +3 armor class. And then I don't remember in Pathfinder if I can't move after a 5-foot step, can I?
No, you can't.
If I had moved 5 feet and cast, can I still move, or is that
No.
5?
No.
It still counts.
Yeah.
You
What were
can't-
you wanting
yeah,
to
this
do?
way you can't cast and move.
I'm stuck.
Okay. Kier.
He would move action, do study target on this guy, but he'll be dead.
Baby.
So, there, try not to hit Luca, but it's got to actually hit the target. Let's do a basic 23 touch.
I can't imagine that misses a zombie.
Yeah, that will hit.
Yeah, especially since a 14 hits their normal AC.
It's a 7 splash to everyone but Luca, and 5
14 to this guy.
I think typically with that we would say in the face.
Zambi's gonna burn.
And then 7.
Yeah, the ones around, I believe, need to make a save, it says, in order to avoid the half damage. Or no, to take half the splash.
Yeah, for half.
Okay.
No, actually, one high for the direct hit, but it died anyway, so I keep forgetting. Blank shot.
Reflex
put it in the check.
saves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, none of them made it, so it didn't matter.
That's surprising for zombies.
Arrow.
Quick question. That elf, you said it's hanging from the chandelier. Is it one of those kinds where it's a chain that's riveted into the ceiling, or is it another one of those kinds that they have in medieval where it is a rope and then it's connected to a pulley where they can lower it somewhere else?
Considering it's like a noble hall, I think it's like a chain attached more permanently.
By the way, Michael, if you want to narratively have her say something now, since the silence is gone.
Yeah, it's up.
Yeah, when it gets back around to return, I will.
Okay.
Because if it was a rope, I was gonna leap over
course.
here and then throw a dagger and cut it.
Of course. This is why you need adamantine daggers.
Give it time. Either way, I'm gonna acrobatics through the zombie space in front of me.
All right, give me the roll. Don't roll a 1.
26.
All right, you do it.
That gives me a swift action attack. Grab Smasher.
Haha.
Which one you attacking?
This one right here.
Yeah, the
So
one
that's-
between me and him.
Yeah, 21 points of damage.
All right, and you crab smash him.
All right. And I still have my... You know what? Because I just like the thematics of it, I'm going to throw a dagger at the elf on the chandelier. Because it just feels cool.
I mean, valid.
23? I guess it would take a slight penalty because I'm more than 10 feet. What was that? Is that like a -2 for each range increment, if I remember correctly?
Well, you're 15 feet away, and then she's also 15 feet in the air.
Right. Okay. I'm still doing this no matter what. I'm just trying to remember the penalties.
So that's what, a -4 to hit then, give or take. Because 10 feet you get, and then say another 10.
That'd be a
and
20-foot total distance if they're 15 away and then 15 up.
Yeah, that pings
So-
off of the bottom of the chandelier.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Kenneth taught me that a squared plus moose squared equals cube squared.
But then that's my turn.
Luca.
Here I go running again. So the one in front of me, followed by the one after that if it succeeds. 33. I imagine that'll knock it prone even.
Yep.
So as it takes 7 damage from that, and then as I run it over, I get to make an armor spike attack against it if it's still alive. I assume it's still alive.
Probably.
Yeah.
Armor spikes will probably miss there. So anyway,
Yes,
next
this will miss.
next target does get an attack of opportunity on me as I keep going. If you want to do that before I make my next roll.
Yep.
That'll miss. Second overrun, this will be at a -2. So that'll be an 18 against this target.
That'll still hit.
Yep. Is it by 5 or more to make it fall prone, or is it still up?
No. It's
Okay.
not by 5 or more.
So then I'm also going to go south to the next one. I'm just going to put my token right here for now. So this will be at a -4 overall. So
21?
21 probably won't knock it prone. And then I'll end my movement here. So yeah, 7, 7, and then this one right here took 10.
I always love the visualization of Luca and Barrow Walker fighting.
I know.
How I do a flip over there, smashing a skull, throw a dagger in the clean movement. You just lower your shield and you just brawl through, and we're
Like,
just blasting
Shove him
through a
with my
zombie
armor
horde.
spikes, backhand him, step on him.
Oh yeah. And now we're flanking this one.
Yep. Yeah. So at least one's prone. So,
Mhm.
which will provoke when he tries to stand up to attack Barrow.
Yep.
Free real estate.
Yep. That's my turn though.
Okay. More undead are going to start piling in.
Yeah. The nice thing about my overrun ability is, even though I have lower strength, it still has a really high chance of hitting.
Mm-hmm.
So these are going to be 3 hits on, or 2 hits on Barrow, 3 hits on Luca.
Is
Are
this one
the-
standing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one needs to stand up, so it'll get an attack of opportunity.
All right.
And I get that as well because I have a reach weapon. So
17 for 9. No fancy stuff.
22 for 8 points of damage.
All right, let me check.
So it's both against that.
Yeah.
guy.
Exactly.
Okay, so it is still up.
Gotcha.
So 2 hits on Barrow Walker.
That'll miss. And that'll miss. Oh, sorry. Second one is 22. That will hit.
All right, you take the 10 damage.
Thankfully, I got those temporary HP due to the harrow. So,
Eats
And
most of it,
then
but hey,
3.
that's still free.
3 hits on Luca.
My AC is a little higher, but that one and that one will still hit. So I got 2 hits on me. You reduced a little bit because of the DR. So
Merrick.
All right, he's going to 5-foot step in just
join
to
the mosh pit.
see what everything looks like. And she's up on Chandelier.
we're all, both of us in here are just pointing at her.
Okay.
Shoot her!
Merrick will see the chain that the chandelier is hanging from, draw his adamantine arrow, and use his Zen Archer ability Perfect Strike as he does a flurry of arrows, first at the chandelier, second at the zombie directly in front of him. I'm at the level where I have a point blank master, so it doesn't provoke attack of opportunity.
Legolas.
All right.
Yeah, this bypasses hardness when you're
Yep.
attacking an item.
Well, up to 30, which is most things.
Yeah.
So that first one, that's for the first. Well, let me use the perfect shot for that first one to re-roll it, because I get two. I roll twice and take the highest. So it'll be a 25 versus a chain with 9 piercing damage, and then the 25 with 2 piercing damage at the zombie directly in front of me. +1 to both attack and damage with a point blank master.
And then I just looked at it. Chains have a hardness of 10 with 5 hit points, so I'm pretty sure you could destroy the chain.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the damage?
9.
9 damage to the chain with the
And it-
adamantine arrow.
Yeah, so it ignores up to 30 points of hardness.
Yeah, but it sounds like the chain still has a hit point then.
No, it doesn't.
Actually,
It has
Here,
5.
I'll link a chain because this is the easiest way to
Mm.
determine. I just kind of Googled it because I'm like, because we always get kind of choked up when it comes
And
to
it would be
health.
10 damage if it's within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Because
So-
of
A chain
So-
has a hardness of 10, which ignores it because it's an adamantine arrow, and then it only has 5 hit points. So that would destroy the chain, which would drop the chandelier. Which you could argue depending how big the chain is, but because this is just a base chain item.
I mean, chandelier chains ain't big.
Okay.
Actually, it's sillier than that. Adamantine ignores 19 and under on hardness, but 20 acts like normal because reasons.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, she's a JoJo character.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds terrible.
Just making sure.
Man, I feel like you would enjoy JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Cope, but it's just so weird in anime that you'd probably just
You
not
would
give it a
never
chance.
watch a cartoon as a grown man? Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I put the Batman versus the Ninja Turtles movie on our watch list because I highly recommend it. It's very good.
I feel like having a daughter means he watches a lot of cartoons, actually.
The one
Pretty
where
much.
Batman goes back into like medieval Japan was pretty good too.
Yeah, that one was nuts.
What's the cartoon with the weird scientist grandfather and the boy
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty? Yeah, I watched the shit out of that. Y'all turned me onto that, and I binged the whole thing.
They just recently finished up the newest season, which was the one where they didn't have Justin Roiland voicing people. And it was great. And the voices did a good job, which really proved that he was not the secret to success for that show.
Okay.
It's almost like a good comedy requires like writers or something.
All right, so you do knock down the chandelier, but the elf does land on her feet.
Okay. And then the second shot, 26 attack and 3 damage for the zombie directly in front of me.
I can't see in there, but does the chandelier take out any zombies?
No one was under her.
If only.
Would have been awesome.
If it did, that means it would have taken out me too.
There's a price to pay for awesome.
I mean, either way, it's pretty awesome.
I mean, now if you cut the chandelier midair.
I don't have any more attacks of opportunity.
All right.
Yeah, she
Pretty
gets up and
productive
dusts herself off.
Yeah, she probably lands it like a cartwheel or something like that.
Yeah, she's an elf.
Yeah, she's got plus 16 to acrobatics, so she's almost as acrobatic as me.
Just because she's an elf doesn't mean she's super graceful. I mean, I'm a dwarf, and think about me and my acrobatics.
I mean, I'm human and I've got plus 17. She's only got plus 16.
I've got a plus 0.
So you said you've already taken an attack opportunity, Luca?
Yeah.
So she's going to get up, and as she gets a closer look at all of you, and she says, "Wait a minute. Kind of an elf? Emo guy? Bald head? You're the one Rolthy's always talking about." And then she's going to go back this direction and say, "Way too close, though." And down an invisibility potion.
I don't think she had the action if she had to stand up from the fall.
No,
She
she
didn't have to
acrobatics.
stand
She,
up.
she
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
have to
she-
stand up. Yep.
Yeah, never mind then. Fair enough.
All right, let's see what's happening in this party. 5, 10. Ain't going that way. Kier, you can open the other door. 15. Would I be able to see her with my see invisibility?
You do have it on there.
Mhm.
Yeah, you'd be able to see her with the invisibility.
She is not within my reach, though. I assume.
Yeah, she was down this direction last time she disappeared. So
Yeah.
I was going to see if I had a spell that could affect her, but I don't.
You have like a bag of powder.
Uh, do have.
I mean, if
I'm-
you have,
I'm not
if you
casting
can
this.
point it out, Kier can come in and throw some gooiness at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you just like as a speaking go over there, like
Yeah, I would definitely
Hmm.
point at her. And Kier, need you to step behind me and throw it. What would you say, Michael? 10 feet behind that zombie on Luca's left shoulder?
Just
Just
about,
before
yeah.
the hallway. Just before the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't. She's not on the board, but if I
Yeah,
could see,
yeah.
I could say that. Just trying to see if I had anything. I don't have really any attack spells.
Just hit. Doesn't your chain thing have reach?
10 feet, so I'm just gonna hit that guy in front of me. But I was seeing if I had anything that could
Yeah,
help,
yeah.
like glitter dust or anything. But nope. Okay.
Best case scenario, just reducing the number of zomboys.
Oof.
I mean, is that counting flanking?
Oh no! And get this, I
It
now
still
have
hits, I think, anyway.
I have outflanking, so that's a +4 to that.
I mean, they
Oh, yeah.
14's
They hit on a
ahead.
14, so.
So which one are you trying to hit?
This one, I think he said.
So is that a 15 for the to hit?
It's a 19.
It's a 19 with flanking.
19. Okay. Then that will hit. For 14 bludgeoning.
Oh, and there's also sneak damage since I'm flanking. Mine's just so 17 bludgeoning.
All right.
When we get teamwork going.
Yeah, it's when we get in there, it'll be ridiculous when we fight guys who don't go down in 2 or 3 hits.
We've
'Cause
had
I've-
plenty of fights against
Yeah.
those kind of.
To be fair, we're very brawly in terms of a party.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
very
we're
low
knuckle fighting like fisticuffs right up in people's face. We're not like some of the parties we've had have been very ranged.
hmm Yeah,
Yep.
I remember that was a big problem that we had until Pledrum and Gork joined the last party, where we actually didn't have a lot of upfront muscle.
Like we had the
Yeah.
paladin, and that was it.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's kind of what your party needed. Is that you guys needed a little bit more frontlininess.
Yeah, it all worked out.
Yeah, they discount the frontline units until they need them. So the last thing I heard was I could open this door, and I'm gonna open it into 2 more zombies up here.
2 more zombies up there. Indeed.
Didn't see those. Sorry, sir.
Yes. These 2 zombies over here.
Sitting down enjoying some tea.
Yeah. These 2 over here. What is this? Oh, I was reading the wrong one. That's why I was confused.
It's the,
Yeah, over here are 2 undead nobles wearing matching lion and lioness masks, sitting before an empty fireplace.
No, Kier, down this way. There's an invisible lady you need to blow up.
You say that like it's easy. And I think at that point it is double move, so. Didn't see him. I can still see him from where I am right now. You can totally see him. And it is a double move at this point. Stubby little legs.
Stubby little halfling legs.
Halfling, I thought you were a
Good
coat.
no.
No gnomish legs, sorry.
That's okay. I said halfling earlier too, so.
They're very similar.
Basically the same, really.
Barrow.
Yeah, I'm just deciding how I want to do this. Let me just quickly measure this out. Technically. Yeah, okay, so I can't do that. I don't have enough move. Need to get that On vigilante power that gives me 40 feet of movement, but all right, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I'm gonna run forward. I will probably have to perform an acrobatics, not provoke an AOO from the zombie up there. But then I'm gonna leap off of Lucas' shield and acrobatics through this guy's space to land here. So first acrobatics will be just to avoid the AOO of the zombie. I'm passing through his threatened area, so it'll be much lower. Just a good old-fashioned tumble. It's a natural 1, so he gets it. That'll miss, thankfully. And then this one will be the one to actually tumble through the space of the one I'm next to right now. Much higher, 29.
29. It's also like +5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still should be able to succeed against the zombie.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, you succeed.
All right, so then my swift action, crab smasher attack against that zombie. That will hit for 14 damage, not my best. And then I will then crab smasher the same one again, which will no, that even with the +2 from blinking, that'll miss. But at the start of that one's turn, I can get a shot on. But that's my turn.
Is your hidden strike damage calculated separately or at the same time as the rest of your damage?
It's exactly like sneak attack. So
same
however,
time.
sneak attack, same time. Yeah.
Yeah, it just adds on to whatever damage that the attack does. It just adds to that damage.
It's just not multiplied by criticals. Is all it is. That's why I have it as a separate thing.
So if it's like bludgeoning damage, it adds more bludgeoning precision damage to it.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Luca.
I would just yell back at Vic. Is she still in the same spot, indicating the spot where she disappeared? That would be like Michael as a GM telling me what Vic sees, I imagine.
I mean, I don't think she's had her turn yet.
Yeah. Well, I just want to ask, like, what Vic would
She
say.
is in the same spot.
So I'm going to attempt to overrun her, which is, I know, a 50% miss chance.
Yeah.
So this one right here will get an attack on me first, if you want to do that, because I'm going to go through this guy.
I think you'll get multiple attacks on you.
Well, this guy.
These two will both get
attacked me.
attacks. Oh, this guy attacked you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy
he's got
attacked.
combat reflex.
This guy won't attack me because I'm going. This guy won't attack me because I'm going through as an overrun, and that doesn't provoke.
Okay.
If I'm the target I overrun the first time doesn't provoke. So
It doesn't.
yeah. So first, I'm going to overrun that Zombo. Where's the button? Here it is. 31. I imagine will knock him prone and do 11 points of damage. And then I'm going to try as I move through to overrun her and get to here. If it hits, I have to do a 50% chance to hit. So overrun, this will be a -2. So 16 against her CMD is probably not going to succeed. So I would end up right here if that's the
Yep.
case.
That is a miss.
It was worth a shot.
You feel the very light weight of an elf step on your forehead.
Only Barrow Walker's allowed to do that.
Did
And my
you
wife
just
on some
join
lonely
him?
Sunday nights.
Everyone calls me bald. I shave my head. God damn it.
I'm a cancer survivor, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, addiction's an illness too. Takes another hit of her crack pipe.
But that's my turn.
Gotcha. Zombie
That one will-
time.
That one will provoke from me and Barrow.
Yep.
Yep, this one's standing up.
I've got combat reflexes, so I actually get 2 attacks. So first one will miss. Second one. Well, actually, if it's prone just denies your dex, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, second one will hit.
Yep.
For 9.
Oh no, if they're prone, it gives you a +4 to hit, just flat out.
Oh, okay, so then
So I think
first
we both hit.
yeah,
So,
So
I will
then-
do a total of 12 points of damage.
and I did a total of 19 points of damage.
So if that one's not dead, it's pretty weak.
What was your damage, Luca?
It was 12 because there was 4 electricity damage and 8 physical damage.
Gotcha. All right. That one is still up. Merrick.
All right.
Did none of the other zombies move and attack?
Oh, sorry. You're right.
See, I do it too sometimes, Richard.
I mean, we all should. We don't want
Yes,
to just
yeah.
do it unfairly.
Is one of the reasons when I'm on that side of the screen, I number them.
Okay. 1, 2. This one. Just gonna step up here.
I think that one would provoke for me since it came
All right.
from more than 15 feet away. Oof.
That's a
I hit
miss.
Merrick in the back of the head.
Just a quiet little bonk.
Mm-hmm. As much of a bonk as a brick on a chain can make, really.
Quite a substantial one.
All
Look,
right.
mine's beautiful. It's not a brick. It's a steel ball.
2 bites on Barrow, 1 bite on Luca, and then I'll get to the ones on the other side. So 2 on Barrow,
All right, those will both hit.
and then 1 on Luca.
Damn, you're rolling on fire today. That definitely hits.
I'll hit, so the zombies are munching them up over on that side. On this side, we're going to have 1 attack Vic, 1 attack Merrick.
Miss for me, either one.
Yep, same. I don't know why you guys are having so much trouble. Kill all the rest of these so that we can come see the lady.
Although I think her turn is come and gone pretty soon. Oh no, she's after Merrick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Merrick, she's between Luca and Barrow
Barrow.
Walker.
Gray.
Gray, yeah. I
Let's
forget.
see if I can
I always
clear
think,
some
for
of
some
these
reason, I always
Yeah.
think of Barrow Walker as your vigilante
Yeah.
name.
Because it sounds like it is, but it's a Shawanti thing.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do another channel. Looks like all the zombies are in range.
It's 30 feet, right?
DC 12. Six damage. Half if they save.
These
Jesus,
are some Wilfer
Michael.
zombies.
Wow.
Yep,
Right,
so they all only take 3 damage, but still
Mhm.
3 damage.
And I'll stay where I'm at.
Hey, kill that guy.
Huzzah!
The one me and Barrow just wailed on. Just looks at, like, bites Barrow Walker and then just falls down dead.
I don't have the wheel.
I like that so far. My both attacks against the zombies were just super weak, but just enough to push them over.
Yep.
As they say, all that matters is that last hit point.
Mhm.
All right. I don't think you get attack opportunities when they're invincible.
And I imagine Vix just sees her dash this direction somewhere.
You see her turn a corner, yeah. Well, Do you even have line of sight all the way over there?
Yeah, I can see her. And I can see through there. I can see. Ooh, I don't like this thing pops out. I can see her and right down to right there.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You guys are going to hear a door open and then shut.
She went down that hall. And Vic will move action, shorten his grasp on Triple D, and try and hit a zombie. That dude right there.
Which one are you hitting? Okay.
Sorry, the one in front of
4
me.
for 15. All right. You kill it dead.
All right, that's all he's got.
Yeah.
He's got two choices. This one with splash on that, or this one to finish it off and let the rest of the party go forward.
I'd clear Luca and what's his face to chase her.
Dude,
Okay.
that's just insensitive.
I mean,
So
so
that'll
many
be
hits
-2
in the face.
range.
Yeah, to clear the path for Luca and Hamburger Helper over there.
Wow.
Have a new toy, so I'm gonna keep playing with it.
I was gonna say I know you've been playing with that one a lot. I mean, it's very handy, especially when you're playing a character that has a lot of splash and
Mhm.
AOE stuff.
All right.
Imagine 24 hits or 25, or no, 20.
And were you hitting one of them directly?
This guy, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely hit. So 15.
Was it you guys? And I think Michael was a goblin alchemist who was just a pyromaniac, and a group of kobolds walked by in a line, and he walked over and just threw a splash bomb on them
Yeah, that was like our second.
for
Yeah,
no
that-
reason.
Gobbo the Goblin, who just started chucking
Yes.
fireballs at everyone.
Yes. That was one of our first sessions.
Man, Cope, you have a astounding memory.
His alignment had just like shifted to chaotic evil or something. Okay, it was a complicated time.
It's a complicated time.
One of these days, we just need to run a campaign. Just your classic, a bunch of people meet at a bar kind of campaign.
Mhm.
I suppose I'll run past this zombie. Don't know if zombies even get arrows, but
These ones apparently can. I mean,
Yeah, I
they're
think these are operating similar to like how vast zombies do,
yeah,
where
teach
they
the zombie.
have standard actions and stuff. Because normally zombies can either move or act because they're always acting as if staggered. But these are a little stronger than like base
Kira,
ones, I think.
I thought you said you were going to run. It's a short leg joke.
yes.
Wait, aren't you
There.
like 1 foot taller than him?
If that.
And 200 pounds heavier. I got
Which
it
means
where
you're
it
naturally
counts.
faster, right?
You know, it's always faster if you roll everywhere versus run. Vic.
I mean, he is a natural sprinter, very dangerous over short distances.
Like, can I just take a second before Barrow goes? Whenever you look at Gimli, like he has like half the foot distance as the rest of them, and he's running in full armor and carrying
yeah.
all that shit. He kept up with the other two. He is a fucking unit of a man.
Yeah, I recently read The Two Towers, and they spent a little bit more time focusing on how impressive it was that Gimli was sprinting in chainmail the entire time and keeping up with an elf.
And holding that huge ass axe.
Yeah,
keeping up
they're
with
like-
the elf that's like light
yeah,
armored.
I remember Aragorn was all like, "Damn, dwarven stamina's no fucking joke." Holy shit!
Yeah. Sorry, I just thought about that the other day. I'm just like, holy crap.
All right, so I'm gonna acrobatics through the one to the north of me space. 25.
25 will do it.
All right. So there, swift action attack. He's denied his dex, and I get a +1 crab smasher. That'll hit for 25 points of damage on this one.
Crab smasher.
Kill the dead.
All right, since that's still my swift action, I'm still technically mid movement. So that was 10 feet. And then if I'm required to do an acrobatics for an AOO there, I will.
Yeah, you would.
Okay. This is not to tumble through a space. This is just a normal one. 38.
Did it by a mile.
Yeah. And then this will be a normal attack, but I do have flanking with Luca. So that will be 17.
17 will hit.
And then it'll inflict 23 points of damage.
Jesus.
Weird, that one is also dead.
All right, Luca, you can pursue now.
Unfortunately, the room I saw her just dash into, I saw her open it briefly, and there's more zombies in there. We should probably group up and heal a little bit before we go, as much as I'd love to charge through.
Damn. But yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah.
As I
Luca
have-
wants to pursue, but at the same time, he's like, I am heavily wounded. There are more zombies. We need to address things before we proceed.
as Barrow did like a full forward handspring cartwheel hammer swing and take out 2 zombies.
Also, I think her spell will wear off
Yeah.
pretty soon for the Ray of Enfeeblement one, so my strength will come back.
On that note, while we're taking a second,
There's still 1 zombie.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like,
yeah, well, you can
Yeah.
deal with him. We're busy over here.
Yeah. But I will move to attack that zombie. Be
Merrick,
flanking with-
just deal with that zombie. Use your hands.
that will hit for 10 points of damage to this zombie.
But yeah, and once that one's dealt with, I actually probably should examine these, because if the plague eventually raises people, we got a bigger issue than just people dying.
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
I think the plague doctors are using the dead plague victims to raise zombies.
Also possible.
Oh yes, plague zombies. Those are not fun.
Mhm.
But yeah, Michael, I just attacked that one. I assume that hit, so that took 10 points, and that would be my turn.
Okay. All right. All is silent on the zombie front.
There's still 1 living zombie.
Oh, I
It's
did-
fine there.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was a period on all the dead ones.
Mm.
It's going to attack Vic.
Did it just take the 10 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. That meets.
So it hits.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's, I think, the only zombie. So
Actually, coming back up from this door.
Damn, they got movement.
Zombies.
fast zombies. They WD-40 their limbs.
They limbered up before coming in here.
See what I said? More zombies.
They've been doing Pilates.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I think this might be a maybe a 3.5 thing or something because they're not labeled as fast zombies in the book. But you're right. So they definitely, but they don't have the other restrictions you're talking about, and they do have the 30-foot movement speed.
Yeah, it's probably because this was originally a 3.5.
Yeah, it was a 3.5 module.
Yeah, and then the anniversary edition made a Pathfinder one, so they probably just forgot to put a couple of those things.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were still.
Yeah, these things are coming up here. But that's it.
I'll channel positive energy to heal my allies, which will get everybody. Looks like everybody's in 30 feet.
Yep.
No,
Poor roll.
They're just not working for you today, are they?
No, they really are not.
I was gonna say the one you healed us with is like the lowest one you've done so far.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you?
I mean, I guess this is what you get for your religion just being kind of a vibe.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong.
You gain more power if you learn the ways of Abadar.
I still love that
you
way
could do
before we started this campaign. We're all talking about our characters. I'm like, I'm really worshiping Pharasma is important to me, and it's like, yeah, Kier kind of is attached to Desna, and Cope's like, yeah, Abadar, and Luca's also Abadar. Like, what about you, Loki? You're a cleric. Oh, no one really. I'm the cleric. I'm the least religious.
If that's the end of Merrick's turn, then there is something that happens before Vic's turn.
Okay. Yeah, that. Actually, I'll 5-foot step there, and then that'll be my turn.
So let me just make sure the movement is there.
Comes the tumbling jester zombie.
Clowns. Honk honk.
These doors down to your south
Oh no.
are going to swing open, seemingly through a will of their own.
Below Vic or down the hallway down? Oh, there we go. Oh,
One
those are
minute,
doors. Oh, they didn't look like doors to us. They didn't have the door symbol. That's why.
Yeah, it's because I remade the map with the door symbols.
No, you're good.
Before, and I missed that one.
Yeah, more zombies.
More zombies as you see into the dining room. There are corpses sitting at the set dinner table, each looking at each other blankly before all turning their heads towards you in unison.
They all, for some reason, have their pinkies permanently out.
Quick, guys, just move in shambles. They'll think we're one of them.
No, these are zombies of nobles. They would never think we're one of them.
That is true.
Let me see, how long does Ray of Enfeeblement last?
It's 1 round per level.
Oh.
I believe it's been 3 or 4 rounds since I've been having it on me. So
Does
Only
it count?
11 rounds.
Is there not a round counter?
there is, but you have to it adds to the turn order rather than being on my token.
Over.
Oh, it counts 6. It says here.
Count
so.
6.
Yeah.
It
That's
actually
what
does
it
keep
seemed
track
like
of
to
it
me.
now, which is very nice.
But I know it
six,
happened on the second turn.
Yeah. So okay, I know now. Other than that, Vic.
You want me to use that hit on that zombie?
What was it?
It would actually, if you count 3 people threatening to all get flanking, that'd be a 19.
Yeah.
for
I will
14
count
damage.
that for 14.
Plus 1d6 sneak. So 19 damage. And then Vic will move.
We got here just as that one lady was getting tired of the zombies, so we're just basically the janitor crew.
Mm.
That's it.
Kier,
Mhm.
more zombies.
Yeah, that's about half a bushel. Let's see. Hit that one with no penalty. That one with -2. So yeah, I can probably risk a -2.
Yeah. Unless you roll a natural 1, your touch is pretty absurd. So
All right, give it to me.
you gave it to him.
20.
Oh,
That's 25, so 20 damage.
I would say that is the business.
20.
No, 18, but +1 for point blank. So
And then reflex for the others.
And y'all are using Blessing of the Watch, right?
yep, have it ticked.
Yeah, with the Ray and Veilwoman, that's the only thing that keeping my normal attacks pretty accurate. Because +8 versus +9 is a big difference, honestly.
Yeah, the one made it.
It was a 17, yeah, so it would be. That guy would take the half.
He just happened to hold up a fancy dinner plate at the same time, and it blocked the shrapnel from its face. Just hear groans. Am I still beautiful? Listen, they're nobles. You can only feel a little bad.
I feel nothing. It's just an endless dark void on the inside.
It's dark.
All right, that's all. Merrick, more zombies have appeared.
Oh, you mean Barrow?
Yeah, sorry, Barrow.
No worries. Front flip over here. Or more accurately, sorry, let me start that movement again. Here, there,
Everywhere.
here, there, everywhere. So that'll be 29 to acrobatics through their space. Pretty sure that should be fine. Swift action crab smasher. This is the northern one. So that'll hit for 22 points of damage. And then my normal attack against the same one will miss. But now I'll get an AOO at the start of its turn. I was just trying to position myself between Kier and the oncoming horde.
Mm-hmm.
I will move down. Not going to overrun this turn, but I will just take a single swing against this one here. If my sheet would roll up, there we go. Which will miss.
Yep. So, zombies.
Zombies indeed.
First up, my attack. Okay, yeah, that'll hit for 6 damage against this one. Huzzah! Scoreboard!
Alas, more zombies hunger. As they are literally just gonna try to fill up every possible space. to overrun you guys. So you're gonna both get an attack of opportunity on this guy as he moves in.
All right.
I'm going to basically hold my attack of opportunity until this guy moves, since he's taking more damage from the bomb. I'm
Yep.
going to try to reduce the numbers.
I've got combat reflexes, so I'm gonna take as many shots as I can.
Yeah,
23
I think
hit.
that's going to be my next feat, to be fair.
Mhm.
The way our
26
team is built.
So what was it?
23 to hit, 10 damage.
All right. And then it's going to be the Luca, I think, is the only one who's going to get an attack opportunity.
Yeah.
No, actually, yeah, I think so.
That one I'm not going to go for, sorry. I'm waiting for this guy, because
Yeah.
I know he's going to come up.
So moving in, you're going to attack of opportunity on that one with your range.
23 would hit for a total of 10 points of damage to that one.
Minecraft dead zombie noise. As he's immediately replaced with another.
Experience point sounds chime in. No combat reflexes, so that's the
That's
only one I
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna start moving up through here. Okay. So we're gonna call this 2 attacks on Barrow Walker. No, we're gonna call this 3 attacks on Barrow Walker, 2 attacks on Luca.
Does this one
or-
not move?
So, out of character, there's a limit on how many. In the book, there's all these zombies, and the elf lady can control them, but she can only control so many at one time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, you're good.
Yep.
So 3 on me or 3 on Barrow?
He said
I think
3
I'm
on
going 3 on
me.
Barrow.
Okay.
18 AC, don't let it fail me now.
1, 2, 3.
It's kind of failing me. But
To be fair, this is
Natural.
why I put that damage reduction hero point, because
probably a smart idea. Should have done that. Oh. So that's 16 damage total. I am below half health.
All right, Luca. 1, 2.
I'm fine.
Ah, damn! Come on.
I'm good. I have a
Luca,
23
the
AC
Iron
right now.
Shields, as always.
Okay, so apparently I should have gotten Shield of Blades instead of Shield of Blades is when I power attack, I get a shield bonus AC equal to the power attack penalty. So,
Oh wow, that's really nice.
yeah, it makes my AC 20 when I power attack. I went with Dark Vision like a rube.
Derek.
All right, I will 5-foot step up and take a flurry of arrows using the blunt arrows. Starting with this one, if the first one drops, I'm going to shift to the one below it. I'll take the power attack version.
The deadly aim one, yeah.
Yeah, deadly aim.
I just have it all listed as power attack since we have a house rule.
Yeah,
they can do
yeah.
it all.
23 and 13 to attack for 9 and 6 damage, respectively.
All right.
Well, that would be 10 damage because of the point blank.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's the only one that hits him, though.
Yeah, 13 probably doesn't hit their AC.
Yeah,
We've
13.
determined it's AC 14.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you don't have full BAB for Merrick, do you?
Uh-uh.
I was wondering why you only got 2 with you when you're doing flurry. That's why.
All right,
Mhm.
so that's a full action, right?
Yep.
All right, right before you go, Vic.
I've still got See Invisible if she's come back into my vision.
Oh, yes.
It's just when you said controlling, I thought, she must have to have line of sight.
No, yes, you would definitely be able to see her. She is. I just forgot that you could see her.
Yeah, if you want to make her token visible, we can all role play that we just don't see her.
Yeah, we've got
not-
a pretty group. That's not.
Yeah, we're
gonna-
not gonna meta it. If that's any easier.
Yeah, the moment the Concealer is fixed, so we've been kind of occupied with zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I also just like the idea of not being able to see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fair.
fine.
Whatever you want to do.
Well,
You
do
can
you
see her
want
through the doorways right there.
through these doorways?
Yeah.
Is she toward the back of the room?
No, she's right where my arrow is pointing.
We don't see
I'm
her.
on the GM layer. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Either way, she goes before you do. And you see her run down to this door that is open over here.
I think she went to this door that's open.
Yeah. And let's see. Does she have to concentrate on Ray of Enfeeblement? I don't think so.
No, I think it's just
Cool.
yeah, just rounds per level. So
It's just. Yeah. Okay. Parawalker, give me a fortitude save.
All right. +2 to whatever I roll here because of the harrow. 25.
25 will make the Ray of Enfeeblement save.
yeah, she still has to make the range touch. So
Yep.
which I think with her ability to hit, it's really just a natural one that's gonna fail.
He's probably got a better.
But it was like a +13 to hit, I think, last
Yeah.
time.
Yep. Well,
Hey!
hold on.
There it is.
So she reveals herself, but her magical strike goes wide.
Hit the dead zombie beside him.
That's a good point. Does
That does reveal her now, though.
Yeah. So
yeah,
Yes.
that'd take away your invisibility.
And from there, yeah, that's it. She launches a Ray of Enfeeblement. She teleports back to into your line of sight, and you see that she's got a big skeletal hand now. It's slowly growing flesh back over it after that attack.
Gross.
Don't know what that means, but I don't like it. Vic's gonna move forward, pulling out his wand of Cure Moderate. And Zap Barrow. That's the 2d8 one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2d8 plus, I think, 5. If it's a wand.
Ugh.
still good.
Still better than minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the torment.
You got a shot lined up, Key.
Sorry, this guy was dead. He would have moved all the way down. If that's okay.
Well, I mean, what do you have? Because that would have made the zombie attack you when you use the wand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would put. Is it diagonal for votes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
Okay.
5 feet away from him.
Okay.
Anyway, with the Person question visible again. I suppose we should do this. So that is a 15.
Sticky bomb.
Or 16 touch, because point blank.
16 touch.
Just Kier reaches into his bag, pulls out a plasma grenade from Halo, and throws it.
That will miss.
Damn it.
Okay, so I remember right, 1d8 for direction. Eight, 7, and then.
So it just splashes the two of them.
Well, I don't remember how far wide it goes offhand.
I think it's like a 1d3 or a 1d4.
Splash combat. Splash weapon.
It's like I never expected to miss.
Well, it's been a minute since I've missed. One falling
Shit, I
short.
didn't-
Yeah,
That part of the main.
that right. Go to the range increment.
Then count a
so-
number of squares in the indicated direction equal to the range increment of the throw. So it
Yeah,
goes 2.
2. So it splash the one zombie, but not her.
Yeah.
All right. Zombie does it. Nope.
Zombie
Actually
just
takes half.
backflip.
Yeah, half and not entangled.
And that's the one sitting down doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just minding his own business, living his best afterlife.
Okay.
That begs the question: if it's not being controlled, would it have any action?
Thus far, no, apparently.
Its action right now is to sit and look like it's eating some dinner, even though it's a dead zombie.
It has its stomach on the table, and every time it eats, it falls back out onto the plate and it just keeps eating the same bite.
Yeah. Barrow.
All right. First off, let's get out of this stickety wicket. Let's see. 21. I imagine that'll let me at least avoid AOs from 2 of them as I go here.
I mean, that's not going to get through its space.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that
what
would
I
be,
was-
yeah. It's
So
also
when
like
it's-
avoiding
it's-
avoiding the
that,
attack.
that was avoiding the AOs, and now I'm going to roll the one that actually goes through the space.
Well, you have to roll to avoid the AOs separately, I think.
That's why I rolled it separately. 19 for AOs, or sorry, 21 for AOs, and then 33 for through the space.
Yeah, but I think you have to roll for each zombie.
Oh, for each zombie. Okay, yeah, no, I can do that. Fair enough. So this will be for the second AOO zombie. 22.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Then those all do pass, so you end up on the other side like that.
All right. So swift action attack. Ooh, nice. Against this one right here.
Does confirm, and that also doubles the damage of your hidden strike, I think.
No, sneak attack doesn't double.
Oh yeah, that doesn't work in this system like that. Yeah, I forgot.
Yep. So that would be 28 plus 16. Mental math.
So 44.
44. Yeah, thank you. Against this zombie here.
Jesus.
How much did you say?
44.
Oh yeah, it's dead.
All right. And I will perform my 5th athletics this turn, or acrobatics. So 26 to move here.
Okay.
And then I will crab smasher this one I am flanking, so add +2 to this. Natural 1. I flat miss. It was worth a shot.
You know, we have gotten a lot of natural ones in this session, but it feels like a healthier amount because they're kind of
Yeah.
interspersed instead of all
Yeah.
at once.
Instead of just me every time I pick up a die, it's an actual.
Yeah, there's been some sessions where it's all been you. There's been some sessions it's all been one of the other people, and sometimes it all happens all at the beginning or the end of the session, and everything else is golden.
Mm.
Yeah,
Is that your
But
turn,
yeah.
Barrow?
that's my turn.
Luca.
Okay, I'm going to let's see. I'm gonna try to overrun this one, and if it succeeds, I'm gonna keep going to go through her to try to overrun her as well.
Okay.
So first one, 22, which I think we decided to succeed before.
2, yeah.
Does it make it fall prone though? Because it has to succeed by 5 or more for it to fall prone. So,
Oh, it does not succeed by 5 or more.
okay, so it just takes the damage as I run through it, and then I'm gonna try to overrun her. This will be at a -2, so 15. I imagine will not succeed.
What is it?
Her CMD, I assume, is higher than a 15.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, it's higher.
yeah, so that'll be my turn.
Back to back.
You.
Okay.
You know, encounters like this are really fortifying my thought to go down that feat tree that lets me make my own holy water. That does more damage.
I mean, that would be a good character concept for your character.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're coming after Kier now. That one provokes from Barrow Walker, right? Or no, that's dead already. Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's dead.
I forgot you
one
just
I-
killed that one.
This one I didn't hit, so.
Yep.
They're dead. Okay. 2 on Kier. 2
This is
on
kinda funny.
Barrow Walker.
Now that some of them are dead, is this one also going to get an attack on me down here, or does she have to command it on her turn to do it?
Yeah, that one's also going to get an attack.
All right.
So 2 on Kier.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all 20s for me, isn't it?
2 on Barrow.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, good.
Oh, that means I'm going to get a 23, and it'll just hit me.
And 1 on Luca.
Ah, hey, they all missed. Huzzah.
Shaking the zombies.
How'd you get 2 natural 20s on 1 attack?
Merrick will 5-foot step and then use command halt on her. DC 16 will save.
Okay.
That's a failure. So,
So at least she can't do anything this next turn.
yep, may not take any actions, but is not considered helpless.
Yeah. You weave your way into her crack-addled mind
Mhm.
and have successfully located the skill she's bad at. All right. She can't do anything on her turn?
Correct.
She can't do anything until the start of Merrick's next turn, so she can't like get AOs or anything.
Vic?
All right, Victor. Move action. Adjust his. God damn it.
By the way, I still have Raven Feebling up, all right? 'Cause I think it's been like 5 rounds now, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so love it up.
Just making sure.
She's got lots of levels.
Yeah.
Burp.
I only asked now because this is like the minimum that it would have had, probably. So
Also, I realize, has anyone other than Luca and I taken damage?
I don't think so.
Vic did. Vic has.
Oh, Vic take a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the
Yeah,
mental
not
image of
bad
you
as
guys
far.
trailing around in the trio at the back doing ranged attacks, and it's just Luke and I getting this shit kicked out.
Me and you are just like the brawlers of this group, like
Mm.
hardcore brawlers. Like if there was ever like a part of the session or this campaign where we had to go into a boxing contest, I'm pretty sure me and you would clean house.
Yeah.
Also, with your acrobatics, I always forget that you have good strength.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think your strength modifier is the
Wait.
same as mine, because mine's a
Just
+3 right now.
Yeah, mine's +3 as well.
Yeah, because I have a 17. I'm at that odd number right now.
That's it for Vic.
All right.
Somehow still can't decide. But so 5 foot away from the Zambo and chuck a bomb at its face.
Point blank bomb.
18 will hit.
Good old PBB.
And you'll just burn its face off.
I still have double-digit bombs.
Mm.
They add up quick.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
really
they really do.
16
I remember
per day at this level.
The last time I played an alchemist, it was the rat folk, Dr. Chrysor Bane. And I had like 20 intelligence, and we were like level 5, and I had the high explosive bomb that had no safeties on it. It's like, yeah, so I just do 40 points of damage because I rolled high on touch in a 20-foot blast area.
And you could do this like 20 times.
Yeah, I've got 17 more of these if you guys are interested.
Yeah, alchemists can get very blasty as they go on.
All right. Acrobatic through the zombie in front of me space. Nope. That's
Nope.
not happening.
In fact, I'm pretty sure
Right.
it gets to attack you now, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it gets an AOO against me because I don't get the.
Brains.
Well.
No brains.
Less friendly
Brains.
But
Atmosphere.
oh, there we go.
And that was to hit what?
This zombie right here.
Can't for how much damage?
29.
Dead.
So I try to do a front flip. Both hands pushes me back on the ground, and I just like Three Stooges clunk on its head with a hammer, and it goes down. Bad zombie.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Should have let me jump you.
That's my turn.
All right, Luca.
So I'm not sure if it's gonna take hold because she has to be chaotic for it, but I'm gonna try to smite chaos on her.
She seems chaotic.
Doing crack on the chandelier? Yeah, you successfully identified a chaotic creature.
Okay, so I'm going to smite her. I am going to power attack to negate some of the loss of to hit, and I'm just gonna full on. Do I want to try to? I don't want to get far away from her, so I'm gonna forego the Guizarm damage and just go for unarmed instead.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you could full attack. Huh?
Yeah, but I'm like the Guizarm does more damage, but then if she gets to act and I'm not close to her, she can just go invisible again. So I just start wailing on her. 21 and 14.
Neither of those are going to hit.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Because yeah, command doesn't lower her AC or anything, right? That just makes it so she can't leave the site.
Yes.
I could try a command drop though.
Yeah, that would
Or,
lower AC.
Fall. Yeah.
It was worth a shot. That'll be my turn though.
Okay.
Couple zombies
Zombie
left.
town. Right. Just got one zombie on Barrow, one zombie on Luca. First one is Barrow.
Miss.
Second one is Luca.
Miss.
Merrick.
5 foot step closer and command fall on her.
All right, let's see if you get it twice in a row.
Mhm.
It's a DC 15,
16.
16. All right, need to roll an 11.
Okay.
Did roll higher than 11.
All right. That'd be my turn.
Okay. She's gonna look around at all the dead corpses laying around, and she's gonna go, "He's right. You guys are good." Anyway, see you in the next round, and she's gonna down an invisibility potion again.
That I think will provoke though.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll try to at least punch her at least where she goes.
Give her a hug.
Can you grab
17
her?
will miss.
13 will miss.
She's invisible now. So Vic can see her.
Which way did she go? Which way did she go?
She's going through that door next to her.
All right. Vic will head this way. Do I see her?
You see her right in front of you.
Like standing in front of me?
Not 5 feet, but 10 feet in front of you.
All right. Well, whack-a-mole then. I got her. Follow her through that door. She can't come this way.
Watch him get a natural 20 and just obliterate her.
Let's see.
Fine.
I
Vic,
am going to see if I can do Bane. Yep, it's a swift action, so he'll throw Bane on. This lady.
Not Bane elves. Bane this lady in particular.
Bane this motherfucking lady. Okay. And hit.
22.
22 is not going to hit.
Damn. I Bane you, though.
But I bane you. That means I win.
I Bane.
I bane, I win.
Don't make me call my parents.
She bane. She bane. Oh yeah, she moved. She moved.
Kier.
Mm-hmm. Well, added down to one zombie.
2 zombies technically, because I think one's around the corner from Merrick.
I mean, you could always round the
Kier,
corner. And
come
just,
behind me and throw a bomb right through the door.
yeah, just carpet bomb it.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
that's-
on the other side of the door.
All right. So he says just inside the door, so we'll
Yep.
target that square. And it's only going to be splash if she is in there, but I also only have to make a 10 to hit a specific square.
26 might have actually hit her.
Oh, yeah, for touch. Oh,
Yeah,
you
she's
have a
invisible.
50%.
He's directing me
Yeah.
at a square, even if
Yeah.
she's in it, and I was targeting her.
I know. I was just saying if it was a situation.
Or she's visible again.
Yeah.
Kier can just you just see like the targeting like red circle with all the like markers on it.
The-
She's
yeah,
just
the
locked.
laser.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So
Yep.
she's not covered in goo.
Yep.
She'd take 3 or 4 fire damage, though.
As the fight continues, I would ask Barrow to see if he can get this zombie off of me, but I think you're currently occupied, so
I can take care of it.
I'm just saying if you take care of the one you have there, maybe focus on this one, and I'll see if I can round the corner.
I got a plan.
Gotcha.
Is that my turn now?
Yes.
All right. First things first, acrobatics away from the one I'm next to. 28, so that should do it.
Yep. Very
And-
successful acrobatics.
Natural 20 to do this. So swift action crab smasher. That will hit for 13
15?
points of damage.
13, yeah. Well, I was thinking that was 9.
And then my standard action attack against that zombie.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. So that's an additional
Yep,
30
13
points of
points
damage.
damage killed.
I've got the last one. Go.
You-
That's what we call teamwork.
That's fucking teamwork. Okay, so I'm going to start charging through as I hear Vic. I imagine you direct me to where she is. So I'm just going to try
Yeah,
to.
sorry, I was muted. She's right inside the door on your side.
I am just going to try to swing for the space. Even if it hits, there's still a 50% miss chance.
Mhm.
I'm going to just take power attack off because I'm not going to hit with my lowered strength. And go. That'll miss.
Gonna miss.
Man, I'm rolling terribly today.
I mean, I feel like you're rolling consistent 17s.
Well, yeah, but that's a
Yeah, but that's
3
a
on the
4.
die.
But you're consistent.
Yes, consistency is the key. That is my
Mhm.
turn.
No zombies around you right now. Maris.
One over here.
Oh, sorry. Last zombie over here. Gonna
Shuffle towards me.
shamble down after Barrow.
Makes sense. Totally fair. Miss.
Merrick.
5-foot step and fire a pair of arrows at this guy.
Go ahead.
21, 23 for 7 and 6.
By the way, I'm not sure if it helps you when you're doing point blank. You actually have a damage modifier underneath all your attack rolls that you can modify instead of having to make a macro for it. You can put
Yeah.
range damage increased, melee damage increased.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure.
I learned that
Separate it.
yesterday. So you
Okay.
can just add them down there instead of having to make a macro for certain things like point blank.
Okay. Works for me.
The zombie looks like a pin cushion, but it's still up.
And those were blunt arrows if it makes a difference.
Only if they have DR, which I think it's like skeletons that have the DR.
Yeah.
I believe she gets to go before Vic, right?
Zombies.
acrobatics against. Yeah. Acrobatics against Luca and Vic to avoid attack of opportunities.
Well, she doesn't have to do it against me because I can't see her. I was just
Oh,
swinging
yeah.
for empty space.
Yeah, you're right. You don't get it. Just Vic.
Yep.
So this will, to
Yeah.
move through your space.
It's just
Okay.
CMD, right?
CMD plus 5
CMD.
if they're moving through your space.
Oh, yeah, it's not that
Yeah.
high, so she got it.
It's the same trick I pull all the time.
Yeah.
You see her head over to 5, 10.
I think it's double move to get through his spaces and like the ones adjacent to him.
Yep.
Like, so these would be double space. So
Yeah.
that would be like 30 feet of movement there.
That would be 30 feet of movement.
Because I think if you're acrobating to avoid AOs, you have to move at half speed. And since those are threatened squares of his, and to get to here,
Yeah.
which would,
Because I've got the reach weapon.
yeah, because he,
Oh
the
yeah, because
reach
he has
weapon.
the reach weapon. That yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like, that doesn't.
Because
Hey,
he's
and
like, if it was just
but
like
yeah,
here and here,
reach
because he has a 5-foot reach, but since he has a 10-foot reach,
Yeah, that makes it.
that's why it's
worse.
30 feet of movement to get to there.
Okay. Then Vic, you can see she's standing right there.
Like right there.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
Vic-
she could choose a double move after she acrobatics through his space, and she.
I think acrobatics, is that not?
No,
I thought
it's,
that was part of your
it's
movement.
part of your movement. I read up on that for Barrow. It's part of your movement. That's how I'm able to do all my 2 attack in move shenanigans.
Yeah, so if
So
you
yeah.
wanted her to keep moving, she won't
Okay,
get an
then she
attack,
would
and she can do
definitely
another 30
do
feet.
a.
Because as much as I want to kill her, I don't want you to be like, oh well, she can't do anything now.
Yeah, exactly. Especially since she's using the exact same trick I am, and I don't want to set a bad precedent for myself.
Vic, she's running up the stairs.
Which way is up the stairs? Like that way?
Yeah.
Okay. She's heading up the stairs, boys. $30. I assume
We're actually
I
looking
can
at the map. Go back, because I got a minor thing wrong. Because these are actually going up the other way, so she'd have to go. Going from there. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so he's on the very lowest rung of stairs right
All
here.
right.
But you
She's
can't
heading
go
for the
up through this
stairs.
side. You gotta go around that way.
Hey, can I hit her from here? Right.
It's gonna be cover. Yeah.
All right. If I go there, am I uncovered?
I'll say that's good.
Okay. Well, I had it. I could switch it while I'm moving to 5 feet, so I could move to here and be right next to her. But then my friends, well, they're not going to get here anyway, so I'll do that way. Do it that way. That way, if she moves away, she'll provoke. I've baned her. Yeah, I said what I said.
I assume you said that'll hit, because if it's 30 doesn't hit, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yep, I said that'll hit. For
Scoreboard.
What is that?
20.
20 damage?
All right, and then swift action. Oh, wait, hold on. Free action. Use my enforcer feat.
Put your feet away, Vic.
You're not a halfling.
And try to intimidate her. That's
The
as
question
good
is,
as
if her
I've
hand
got.
was skeletal, if she's undead, this wouldn't work.
I know, that's why I haven't done it this whole fight.
Yeah. Still, that's a strong intimidate.
DC is 10 plus her hit die plus her wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Natural 20.
So if that doesn't make it, we need to run away.
And then it's shaken for a number of rounds equal to the damage you dealt, which
So
20
You can roll a
rounds.
save.
Shaken for 20 rounds.
Save.
And then using my hurtful, I will actually use the swift attack now to take a second attack at her.
We're a funny group.
Mm-hmm.
And if she is shaken, do I get?
They take penalties on their attacks and stuff. You don't get a bonus on them.
Okay, she's not flat-footed yet.
No.
That's if I keep going.
No.
Oh, 20
20
minus.
misses, yeah.
That's not gonna hit.
She's not shaking anymore. Do love that mental image. You thwack her hard enough to scare her, then you miss, and she's like, "Oh wait, he's no threat."
Ah, he's a bitch.
Oh, I never realized that, Kim. Damn it. Well, we've never fought someone with this good AC.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still a good combo. Like that means you just get
Oh,
to do
yeah,
it again
for
next
sure.
time you hit her.
Yeah, I mean, you hit her for the most damage she's been hit for, and made her invisibility go away.
I don't know if it goes away when you're attacked. It goes away.
Mm-mm.
Does it not?
No,
No.
it goes
it's like
away
you
when you
attack.
attack.
Ah.
Yeah. She's still
That's
invisible.
what- About to
Okay.
ask, is around the corner watching Vic go somewhere.
But yeah,
Okay.
you just see me, my triple D hits something that's invisible.
More likely come around and see it miss something that's invisible. So I guess I'll
Well,
come
the-
around
The
Check
first
bot.
time it hit it, she's
Need
on
to
the
see that
stairs.
one.
Kier,
at that zombie.
Kier, what are you doing? She's right here.
Yeah, but if they're done with the zombies, they can follow you. So 25 touch probably hits. Or 24 technically.
For
10.
Zombie.
yep, that one is crispy.
Vic's chasing something up the stairs.
On it.
I imagine Vic is, in my mind, behaving very much like a cat, just chasing, the zoomies, just chasing around an invisible creature like that.
I have a question. So these stairs are
What?
Get rid of
That
pop-up.
repeat that you cut out for me.
Sorry, I have a question. These stairs, they're going up like this, right?
Yeah.
So is it possible to do an acrobatics or climb to as like an action to hoist myself up onto this section of the stairs here to attempt to block it?
Definitely be a climb.
Okay, I will attempt to do that. This will be
That's a
my
good idea. Cool.
22.
22, yeah. Yeah, that'll let you climb up on those stairs.
Cool. Now that's all I can do with my action economy.
Cool.
The sound of metal reverberates as I come running through the house,
Gong, 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 gong.
and I end my step next to Vic. Like he's like, I look at Vic. Where is she?
He points right in front of him.
I'm winded, so that's all my actions. So
Harvey Dent, can we trust him?
that's all I got, though, Michael.
No zombies right now. Merrick.
Merrick, right in front of me on the stairs.
Move into position, get that better angle.
On top of Kier.
Further.
Kirsten,
Oh, no,
Kirsten
you're on top of the
underneath
zombie.
his legs.
What was that? I'm.
Oh,
Is
on
it
my
on this
screen, it
line?
looked like you were underneath Kier for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kier's right here. We've got so many dead bodies; they're starting to
Yeah, I'm
stack.
right there. All right.
I imagine
and
we're just slogging through these bodies.
I'll fire an arrow at that square. See if I could hit somebody.
Or multiple.
All right.
He moved. He can't.
Fire
Unleash the
attack
barrage.
and then fire me a percentile.
Right. $54.
I mean, you
50.
might as well roll to hit first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, how is
Oh,
your
yeah.
attack?
Yeah, you said roll a percentile, so
Yeah,
that-
I probably cut out. I said roll the attack and then roll a percentile.
For a minute, I thought we had won.
Well, if it doesn't hit.
my turn. Although, out of curiosity, does invisibility count as? Would that stop me from using command on her for future turns?
You would have to
If
see
I-
her to target her, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
most spells require visual.
Okay.
Unless they're AoE.
All right. She is continuing up. She's going to do an acrobatics to move past Barrow Walker's space.
She also has to make an
She's
acrobatics to
moving,
get
she
away
would-
from.
She provoked from me leaving my space.
Oh yeah, and to avoid. So first one, avoid AOO.
Mhm.
First one, avoid AOO.
That's against
That's
your
was-
CMD.
your CMD.
That would not +5.
No, this
No,
is
not
not
plus
flat.
5.
Not
Okay, yeah, 19 CMD.
And
move-
then,
Through my space, she'll need to get over a 27.
all right,
Which is possible.
28.
Yep. Just
Oh.
beats it.
Crafty
Can't make
bitch.
this up.
Yeah. So to get to there.
She as she rounds this corner, she goes way lower than you expect and completely slides under your legs, Barrow.
Yep.
Which you don't see, but Vic, it's
Yeah.
very cool for you.
I was about to say, I'm like, I will take your word for it, DM.
Vic's slow head turns towards Luca and says, "She just did the Matrix."
What's the
That's
Matrix?
the Matrix.
What?
Oh, you people.
He's talking about some banking maneuver. Yeah, Matrix multiply these.
Oh no! Last time we went on vacation, he went to I can't remember the name of the town, but he went to go see a play in a town and had a good time. It was called The Matrix.
Gotcha.
One of those German sex parties.
Look, I went to learn about Trinity and I saw the Matrix.
I want to learn about the Holy Trinity, so you just
All right, Vic, she's up the stairs.
All right. You accounted for her double moving through.
She would have been 30 feet, like 10 feet past
Mid-threaten.
Barrow Walker.
and then she probably double moved.
Yeah.
All right,
So
let's
at the
go.
minimum, she's like 40 feet away from where Barrow Walker would be.
All right, that's 15 feet. Do you want to switch me to wherever we're going?
All right.
Since
And
we're
just
done with this
FYI, Vic's,
I will say,
Vic's got a 30-foot movement.
before we continue on, since we're going to the next floor anyway, do we want to halt it here since it's 8 o'clock? Or do we want to keep going for a little bit longer? Because I can go for maybe like 20 more minutes, but I don't know if we're going to end it by then.
I mean,
I'm good to go for just 20 more minutes. I couldn't go longer than that.
That's why I wanted to bring it up, because if we want to do that, that's fine. But I
yeah,
think
let's
this would
put
be
the
a good.
pause on it here as we go
All
up
right.
to the second floor. Then
Yeah, it seemed like the best time to pause it, so that's why I wanted to bring it up. Because I have to be up again in like 6 hours, so I couldn't
Yeah, it's
go
all
on for
good.
too much longer.
It's fair.
Fun.
But yeah, this was a good session.
Mhm.
It's nice to be back into the rotation again.
Yep. Can't wait for the Christmas trek next
Yep.
week.
Guys, I'm
What time
sorry.
do
I
you
think
have
I'm
to
not
get
gonna
up,
be able to
Richard?
be here. I have to get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
makes sense.
Jesus.
because I have to be at work at 5.